Alrighty, everybody, welcome back into the stream. Let me tell you, I have missed you guys already. It's only been, what was it, Friday since the last time that I streamed? And I'm just like, oh, I'm so excited to do this again. So I just want to start this off kind of by saying thank you. Uh, I haven't watched any of my old streams. I don't know if I will. I'm kind of scared to. But I want to say for all the people that have actually hopped in here to watch this, I have done some, we'll say, reflecting over the weekend, right? And I realized that my at least my intros are so boring. And I start these streams and I'm waiting for some of my friends to show up and I am just not talking. So anybody that has actually stuck around through any of these intros, thank you so much. You're awesome. Because really, this is all about you guys. I mean, I'm having a good time, even if I don't talk, but it's a little bit more fun for everybody else if I if I do some talking. So I'm gonna really try to work on that. I have been practicing, looking at a camera, talking to the camera. It's not easy. I will get better. I promise. Please feel free, people who are either watching this now or maybe watching this later, to drop a comment or something and be like, hey, listen, this sucks and you got to improve this or you got to improve that, whatever. But please, I'm totally open to suggestions, totally open for help. I love chatting with people in here, and I'm super thankful for everything that you guys say. So there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about kind of before I get into the meat and potatoes of the stream today. uh Today, so I was trying to watch some videos. Okay, so I work in a job where I can just kind of sit around, and while I'm working, I can watch videos or listen to music or something like that. So I often end up watching YouTube kind of as like a research thing, but also sometimes just for fun. I'm going to be completely honest. But one of the things that I was looking at today is, so I did my last stream on Friday, which was a Dark Souls 3 stream, and it did not do as well as the other ones. Now, I know that it wasn't very good. Like I said, my interests have really struggled, so I'm trying to work on that here. But I've been kind of like, oh, okay, what can I do to improve that? And we have a wealth of knowledge that is the internet. And so I was like, well, let me watch some YouTube videos. Uh, and I learned one very important thing, and that is how to have zero fun making content. Like, everything out there is it's just like they should change the titles to how to suck the fun out of making content. It's become so laser focused on how to make money and how to use psychology to make money off of people, and I just can't do that. That just does not sound fun to me. So one of the things I kind of want to chat about is kind of what my goals for the channel are. I don't know if I've really talked about that too much before, but also things that I want to kind of avoid, I guess. And so one of the things that was in these videos a lot was like addictive editing, like trying to put super cool flashy stuff on there when you're making a YouTube video or something to really hold people's attention. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I definitely don't want to rag on any channels that do that, because it is a form of content and is absolutely a valid form of content. And if that's what you enjoy doing, 100% I recommend that people do that. Cocoa meloning people. Exactly. I don't want to cocoa melon people. For those of you who don't know or don't have young kids, Cocoa Melon is a kids show that has I don't think the scenes get longer than 4 or 5 seconds, and it's just constant switching to keep kids' attentions, and it's ruining their attention span. Creating the iPad kid of today, or I guess of tomorrow, because they're still babies. And I mean, it works. Obviously, it works. And it works with this kind of content too. I can do a whole bunch of fancy editing to flood people with dopamine to keep them sticking around for longer. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Like, it's not like abusing you or anything like that. This isn't Amazon warehouse levels of treatment, but it's not something that I have fun doing. And I was actually talking to Sarah, my wife, about this earlier, and it's kind of like the difference between like a musical artist who doesn't use autotune and who does use autotune. There is nothing inherently wrong with autotune, and people could do some really cool things with autotune. Some people really enjoy the sound of autotune, both as the artist enjoying the sound of autotune and people listening to the music enjoying the sound of autotune. And one of the things that I kind of thought about was I feel like there are two ways that I could make myself grow. One of those ways being, trying to focus on editing down videos and having like a lot of sound effects and stuff like that, which I would compare to a sort of auto tune thing. And then the other way that you can try to grow is just trying to be better as myself. Like, I want to be able to, one, talk to the camera better, talk to you guys better, have better intros of just me being more engaging and more talking, instead of relying on cutting out editing. Because one thing that the editing does that I feel like maybe a lot of people don't think about, or I guess don't really care about, is there is so much that is cut. I was watching a video. uh the channel is Josh Strife Hayes. He plays a lot of like MMOs and stuff. And he was talking about how like he'll have like a 20-minute YouTube video, and it's like 16 hours of recording that he edits down to 20 minutes. And if that's what you enjoy doing, by all means, go for it. That is not at all what I want to do. That sounds like the biggest hassle in the world. And so you can learn how to edit really well, and that can, I don't want to say it doesn't take away from being a content creator, because it's good content. Like, he has good videos. Good editing can make good videos, but you can also have very lightly edited content that is also really good. And so that's kind of the path that I would rather lean down. Um, but it's really just like I, I need to stop watching videos of people telling me how to do stuff, because it makes me have zero fun. So I'm gonna kind of hop into the game here, and we're gonna get started. And I'll keep talking about this while I play, but I really want to do that little PSA before I started. Um, but so much media out there about how to do these things well is really like a kind of meta, and so that's why the name of this stream is Defying the Meta, because I don't want to do the meta. And meta, if you don't know, it's an acronym standing for the most effective tactic available. And essentially, what media has done, for games especially, but even for people wanting to do something like this, is they have sort of whittled away at the things that you can do, the things that you should do, and have made essentially like this is the perfect uniform only way to do things, like my way or the highway. If you don't do this thing, you're not going to make it. And one, while that may be the fastest method, I'm not trying to speed run. I'm not trying to speed run the game. I'm not trying to speed run YouTube. I'm just trying to have a good time. And I'm trying to get you guys to have a good time too. And I feel like trying to like abuse the meta to make your content better. Oh, I should not have done that, because now I don't get any vouchers. Dang it. I feel like it makes it less fun for viewers as well, at least over a long period of time. And the way that I like to think about that is like doom scrolling, right? We're all victims of doom scrolling. And the reason that doom scrolling exists is because people have created this method of just kind of digging through exactly what you need to do. Like, this is the perfect way to edit videos. This is exactly how long in between cuts you should have. These are the best sound effects to keep people's attention. And it ends up being, I don't know. I feel like it's less about content creation and actually having fun, and more about like what you can get out of people. And that's just not really the way that I want to do things. I would rather, I don't need you guys to doom scroll my stuff. That's not really the point. Like, I want people to come in here and I want people to hang out. And after doom scrolling, I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel good after doom scrolling. Like, I feel like I've wasted so much time after doom scrolling. Whereas, sorry, I'm trying to pick what quest I'm gonna do. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna keep talking. It's gonna be easier for me to just kind of breeze through these while I talk instead of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next to the game. I'll just kind of get some of these optional quests out of the way. But when I watch content that is, we'll say, feels less meta, like, oh man, that took away some of the stuff that I wanted. When I watch content that's less focused on that, I feel like I have a much better time, and I feel better after watching it because I come away and it's like, I feel more like I chose to watch that rather than I got sucked into watching something. And again, it works. There's nothing inherently wrong with it, but it's not the way that I want my content to be or I want my content to feel. And that also kind of bleeds over into the games that I play too. For a really long time, I would say since I got, relatively easy access to the internet, I have been super invested in like what the best thing to do is, right? I play a lot of online games, or I used to play a lot of online games, and in order to be good in online games, you really have to follow the meta, and it's really frustrating because now it's so difficult to be a casual player in a lot of online games. You have to do like the perfect thing, otherwise, not only are you losing, but people are pretty mean on the internet, which, I mean, that's not any different than it used to be, but it's worse now when you have this higher level of gameplay that is sort of expected out of you. And you can even see this, like, there's a lot of, so if any of you guys play League of Legends, there's a lot of videos of like pro players that will like analyze other people's clips and try to guess like what rank they are. And even they talk about how difficult it is to really discern the difference because like everybody has access to all this information that makes you like as good as possible. And so you have somebody, like in like silver or gold that is like most of the time, or at least some of the time, a large enough portion of the time, indiscernible from people who are, 4 ranks higher than that. And I feel like with me getting into that so much, it really took away from my enjoyment of the game because I would sit there like, oh, wow, it already gave me this stuff for free. I would like sit there on my phone, right, and I would look at like, like build for this, and that's the way that I would play games, and there wouldn't be any of me like interacting or trying to learn the game. And like, sure, it made certain things faster, but it made it significantly less fun to not really experience the game for myself. And so one thing that I want to try to do, especially with Monster Hunter, which I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen victim to some like builds and stuff in Monster Hunter, so I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to build my own stuff. One thing that I really want to do is I want to figure out stuff for myself and kind of learn what it is that I'm doing with games and play the game how I want to play them and not how other people tell me to play them. And that's not to say that I am against anybody giving me advice, because that feels less like, I mean, I guess it depends on how people try to share that advice. And if it becomes too much, I'm happy to let people know, like, hey, please back off on explaining stuff to me. But also, like, that's the way kind of things kind of used to be. Like, you'd have a friend that's like, oh, I tried using this weapon. or something like that, and it worked really well for me. Like, you should totally try it out. And I think that is super valid, and I like, I want to encourage that. I don't want people to feel like they're afraid to maybe give me some advice or help me out. Not at all. Please do. Um but I feel like it's really important to not get caught up in like the best way that you could possibly do things. And like one of those kind of things is you'll see a lot on YouTube, like, oh, I beat this monster in, like 2 minutes or something like that. And it's like, well, I wish I could do that. Like, let me see how they did it. And then you get caught up in how they're doing it and not necessarily how you want to do it or how you were doing it before. And I feel like it immediately sucks all of the fun out of whatever you were doing. So, why is he running away? So I want to avoid that, basically. I just want to have a good time. I want to play the game at my own pace, learn the game at my own pace. And, it's kind of fun to get stuck on things and figure things out. You're not going to know everything all the time, and that's totally fine. It adds that mystery. That poo-poo melon, exactly. Like, and it's just less fun when you have things this way. And so one thing that has super helped, also, welcome E-Dog. I'm sorry. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome back. Good to have you. One thing that has really helped me is my wife, Sarah. She likes to play video games. Oh, I don't know why I didn't block that. But she doesn't look stuff up. She just plays games the way that she wants to play them. And I would say, like, years ago, when I first started playing games with her, it was like, I don't know if I want to say frustrating, but like, I felt like I had to slow down a lot when I was playing games in order to play, I guess, like, at her level, and I guess I kind of realized over time, like, she's got the right idea. She's doing it right. I need to be doing what she's doing. I don't need to get her to do what I'm doing. Like, games are way more fun when you just allow yourself to play and you don't get too caught up in all this other stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do. Sarah, you're awesome. Thank you for teaching me how to play games again. Totally all her. All credit goes to her. Oh, man. Okay. But yeah. I want to go back to just learning how to play games by myself. Not watch videos. And that applies to YouTube as well. I'm happy to take your guys' suggestions, but I don't want to sit around and watch what other people have to say about what got them 1,000 subscribers in their first month of streaming. Like, that's just not, it's not important. You don't suck. That's not what I'm trying to say. She doesn't suck at video games. She's actually quite good. Don't listen to her. But oh, what happened to my sword or X thing? Oh no, she just plays games her own way and has way more fun than I do. Every time she plays video games, she looks like she's having the best time in the world. And every time I play video games, I weep because I can't have fun anymore. And so I actually made a YouTube video kind of about this. It kind of sucks, but you can check it out if you want. It was actually before I started streaming, and I kind of wanted to talk about this. I don't feel like I got into it as much as I wanted to, but it was like all about trying to reignite my love and my enjoyment of video games. And I feel like I've kind of realized where that came from, and it came from a lot of me looking stuff up and not letting myself enjoy the game and experience the game. So here I am, experiencing this game. I'll probably do some really dumb stuff because I have no idea what I'm doing, and that's totally fine. Yeah, like, it's not supposed to be a job, even if I ever make money off of streaming, I don't ever want it to feel like I'm like suffering through it and trying, like, I'm not trying to speedrun games. If I try to speedrun games, will I look stuff up? Absolutely, that's the point. But most of the time I'm not trying to speedrun games. In fact, I've never tried to speedrun a game before. So I don't want that to be the focus ever. Oh man. He's killing me. Yeah, that's all. That's my little intro. We can end the stream now. That's about it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. That's all I got. But no, I'm just gonna play the game. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna chat with you guys. And yeah, like I said a little earlier, if people are watching this after the fact, please leave comments about things that you would like to see or things, you know, you think maybe I could do better. This content's for everybody else. I am the conduit. That doesn't make any sense. But I'm just here having a good time. And if I can do something that you guys enjoy and you guys might enjoy something better, let me know. I'll give it a shot. And if I hate it, I'll let you know. And then I'll stop doing it. Okay, well that's a little bit different. Like I feel like there's certain things that you can look up. Because you're only looking it up just to figure out, you're talking about where like certain what is it called? Certain bait. Where to go with certain bait. Like I feel like there's certain things that are arguably better to look up, maybe. But especially online games, I feel like it's taken a lot of the fun out of online games. And I know Sea of Thieves is like kind of an online game, but I'm supposed to capture him. Guys, I got too distracted talking. No. Alright, we're gonna try that again. This is what happens. This is what happens when I get really excited about talking to you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna move this camera a little bit. I feel like that's gonna be a little better. What happens when I get really excited about talking to you guys and I got a whole lot of stuff to talk about? I start falling apart. Just unraveling. We're just gonna we're gonna do that again. If in doubt, real quick. And pretend that didn't happen. That's not even the right quest. Okay. Anyways. Why can't I move? Hello? It's really weird. It didn't let me move. Yeah, no, I know. I know. You know what? It didn't even take that long. It's okay. It's all about the fun conversation, though. It's all about hanging out, having a good time. And if I mess up because I don't know how to capture a monster as opposed to hunting a monster, it'd be like that sometimes. Man, that really threw me off my train of thought, though, messing up like that. That's okay. That's okay. Welcome to my thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That's about it. That's about it. I'm gonna try to be happier on stream. I don't know if I was sad on stream before. But it makes me nervous sitting in front of a camera having to talk for like over an hour. You know, like I forget what I'm talking about sometimes. I'm just like standing here. Is it gonna be in the same spot? Is that like how that works? Do they go to the same spot every time? No way. Wait, no, this is different. He's up higher than he was before. But yeah, it's kind of like I get nervous, you know. It's like, you guys ever get like, what is it called, like butterflies? You know, like when you're going to like talk to somebody, not talk to somebody, but like do like a speech or something. That's what it feels like. It feels like public speaking. I mean, it kind of is public speaking, but even though I'm just sitting here in front of a camera playing video games, like when I sit down to start this, my heart starts pumping, start getting like sweaty. Man, we'll get there though. We'll figure it all out. You know, between you guys yelling at me for things being not fun, and between me rewatching some of the stuff, which I'll probably do eventually, because that's what they say, you know, that's the meta for playing video games, right? You know, you watch your replays and you figure out what you did wrong and you try to fix it. No, not wait, old scratches. What have I not seen yet? What would that be? I fought everything in low rank, I think. Did I miss something? I don't know. Oh, he's got a weird roar. Also, I may try to swap back to, what's it called? Longsword? I've been missing Longsword. And I was playing, you know, I play Monster Hunter when I'm not streaming because I like that game. There's just a whole lot of Monster Hunter in my life. I don't have any stamina. That sucks. And I played some Longsword, and I had so much fun. So I may have to go back to that. Just a little bit. Do I get itchy when I'm nervous? I don't know. I feel like I scratch my nose a lot, but I don't know if that's because I'm nervous or because, like, my mustache hair is tickling my nose hair. I guess I don't really know. But it maybe that could be a nervous thing. I wouldn't be entirely surprised, I guess. I don't know. No, I get sweaty and, like, that's kind of it. Just get sweaty. And my heart starts pumping, but I feel like that's like a normal thing. Like, I don't feel like that's a me thing. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. All right, I'm gonna try to focus on this though. I know I wanna keep having this conversation, but I also wanna not kill him again. Oh my goodness. It doesn't matter. I stop talking, I start getting hit by everything. You didn't see that? I just tried to do a Monster Hunter Rise thing. The wirefall. Nobody saw that. Okay. Man, hitting some of these blocks are hard, but longsword? Okay, so longsword. I feel like I just have to try not as hard, which I kind of like sometimes. I feel like I might be able to talk easier when I play longsword. This is like maximum brain power at all times, which is fun sometimes. But sometimes I wish I could just talk more. Instead of getting distracted. He's not gonna roar? That's crazy. Come on. Don't do that. Oh, I can totally capture him here. We got him. I'll take it slow then. Or Nar? Dude, I didn't think you'd be able to get on. How's Oregon, brother? Pam just went to bed. How late is it for you? What is Oregon? It's 1 hour, right? It's Pacific time? I think. Unique, yeah, that's fair. Dude, you missed it. I just had like a whole long intro. I talked for so long. I was like, Eric's not gonna be here. He's not gonna be carrying the chat. I gotta talk for like a super long time, and I did it. I pulled that thing off. You should totally watch all of it. You mean Conservative Central? In Oregon? Or are you trying to say something else? I don't know. My brain doesn't work. I either think about the game or I think about chat. I'm working on that. It's like singing while playing an instrument. You just gotta learn how to do it, I guess. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to boost the quality. Oh, okay. Because that's what I thought. I thought that Portland was super blue. I didn't know that the rest of Oregon was red. Who knew?
Are you okay?
Let me see here. Oh, I probably have to. We'll return from the expedition. Is it hot there? What's the temperature like? And how was your flight over there? Give me the details. Let me know. Because I don't know. I think I've only been to the airport. I've never really been outside of the airport there.
Oh, you're here.
Mid 50s and raining. Well, you can't have it all, you know? It hasn't really rained here yet. It was kind of drizzling. Was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. I don't remember. This is the harvest box upgrade. So I want to do this too. I think the aqua sac is from the Juratodas. So I really need that. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do it. We're gonna go crazy. I'm gonna make a longsword real quick. Oh, the brain rot. Dude, that's the videos I was watching today. It felt like brain rot. I just talked about it for like, I don't know how long the stream's been running. I'm not really paying attention to anything like that. Maybe like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. No. You can't say anything to him, Eric. You cannot tell him that you're into politics. That's how they get you. You're never going to be allowed to leave, dude. They're going to send you off to camp. Off the Trump camp. There you go. That's what it's all about, facts. Oh, too late. Eric's already landed on thick. Hey, good for you. You're braver than I am. Alright, give me a second to look at this. Last night it was raining. Okay. I thought it was raining at some point. I was pretty sure it was. Let me look at some of these. Oh, this one's probably good. Can I make this all the way up? No, but I could probably do... This is high rank? Do I have high rank quests already? Am I there? I just did this. Who knows? I don't know what's happening. I do want to make a longsword, though. Let me read this. It's just factual about how much we waste on military, how much food and healthcare would cost, how much billions companies don't pay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I'm glad that they listened. I feel like sometimes it's hard to... I feel like it's hard to talk about politics with anybody sometimes. You know, I feel like people aren't really... Yeah, I mean, that is the way to start the conversation, you know? I hate politics and I hate people in politics. It's tough. It's really tough. Alright, we're gonna make this real quick. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that you're able to have a good conversation. I feel like that's always the hardest thing. I mean, so many people that I know are just so... I don't know what the word is. Rough around the edges when it comes to politics. That it can make it really difficult to have conversations sometimes. I need a plume. I need to get a plume. Let me see. Oh, and then I should look at armor too. Because I have, like, hardcore... not the right armor that I need. Okay. Attack boost is good. We are fans of attack boost. But there's probably... some sort of... Maybe I don't want to go this far down. No, okay. Ooh, critical draw is decent. But I'll do attack boost. You hate politicians, left them a lot to think about. As corporate hellscape, we are a weapons factory. Pretty much. Pretty much. You really just... Like you said, you're just laying it on thick. Yeah, super awesome that you're able to have the conversation. Especially if, like you said, it's a very red state. Sorry, I'm trying real hard to figure out what in the world I'm trying to build here. This is not... Oh, critical eye. Okay. I could use that. Quick sheath is also decent. Man, I didn't realize how bad some of these items were early game. I guess it's probably not a huge deal. Where's critical eye? Okay. I might put that on. Or handicraft is decent too. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go with that. We're gonna change the armor that I'm wearing. We're gonna put those boots on. That's not what I wanted to do. These boots. I don't want to use the guardian stuff. That's like super cheating. And then, did I see a chest piece that I wanted? Didn't touch any social issues, any global issues, just stated the facts. What I think governments should do. Yeah. No, I mean that's definitely way to do it. You gotta ease into the political conversation. I have had people like shut down real fast. You know, that's one of those things where like if you bring up a certain thing, you can just create a wall right there and it's over. And either you get people who can get like really mad, or you're just talking to a brick wall, and neither of those things are enjoyable experiences. So it's a role. It is certainly not the only role, but it is a role. You know, it's a start. It's a good place to start, but it's not the end. Not even close. Yeah, exactly. The political contract. Dude, I miss reading Socrates. That stuff was awesome. Okay. Whatever. We're gonna call that good for now. I'm gonna go out here, and this is gonna be so nice to just goof off with this. I love the longsword. It's my favorite weapon. It feels so good. I also need to figure out... I want to do... I forgot about the charms. And there's a charm I might not be able to make. But there's a charm to make your... Okay, so there are light weapons and heavy weapons in Monster Hunter World. And heavy weapons like the Charge Blade will tenderize in one hit. Light weapons like the Longsword will tenderize in 2 hits of the Clutch Claw thing. And there's a charm that you can get that lets anything be 1. And I don't think I can make that. So I guess I just don't care. Yeah, I won't even worry about it. We're just gonna go... We're gonna get a Kulu investigation, and we're gonna run that real quick. Get some Kulu plumes. And then we're gonna keep talking about Eric's political stuff because it's super interesting and fun. But oh, what I was saying before, yeah, you totally missed it. I was talking all about watching YouTube videos and how I don't want to do any of the things that people suggest to do because none of it looks fun. And all I am here to do is have a good time. Wait a minute. This one looks better. This one's got gold. That gives me a... I think that's... The plume is a gold rarity, so I'll do that one. Also, the longsword looks so cool. I don't look like a turtle anymore, which I guess is kind of a loss. But having the sword is cool too. Also, I killed that Baroth without healing. That's pretty sweet. Order meal. Nice. I gotta remember to look at the skills. I feel like I've gotten good at that in Monster Hunter Rise, and then I totally forget that getting the feline skills is a thing in this game.
We're on the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Like, we pay the government so that they can take care of us, not just in a military force, but in the day-to-day too. Make sure everyone's, you know, living and has food and a place to sleep. You know, these these basic human rights that we all have. It's important that the government is not only aware of these issues, but also finds ways to fix those issues. And I think it's crazy. One thing that makes me sad, I feel like a lot with my generation, is how upset people get with taxes. And they're like, well, I shouldn't have to pay taxes. And it's like, I don't think people understand that. I think people have a problem with where their taxes go, which is 100% valid. But I feel like people talk about it like they have a problem. They think that they have a problem with taxes. And it's like, I don't think you understand that without taxes, we don't have a government. Like, the government has to get money from somewhere, and it comes from people, because everything's in circulation. You know, the government allows for us to have jobs by having a state and having corporations. Like, businesses and stuff wouldn't exist without the government, and so we give a little bit back to the government to keep things running. Like, you have an issue with where your money is going, absolutely fight that. You know, make sure our money is going to the right place. But like, you don't want anarchy. At least I really hope you don't. Like, anarchy is not some fun thing. It's not like, oh, we got rid of the big bad government, now everything's okay. It's like, no, now you have like people taking advantage of each other more than they already are. Yeah, they give us roads. Like, people already complain about how bad roads are now. Think if we didn't pay taxes, how bad would the roads get then? You know, plowing in the winter, that's the government. Government pays for that. Yeah, I mean, so I will admit that while I feel like I have decent basic principles, I don't know how to apply that necessarily. So I don't feel like I'm an expert in how our taxes should be applied. So I don't want to get too far into that, and I'm also not like wholly aware of, like, you know, I haven't done my research into where our taxes go and what the breakdown is. So I am not comfortable talking about that specifically because I'm not educated in that area specifically, but I do know that we need taxes, and taxes are not inherently a bad thing. Like, it is a good thing if they are used well. But yeah, taxing oil companies, like, okay, so one thing actually, I was thinking about this recently. I joined a Monster Hunter Discord recently, and like, so they had like a list of rules for, you know, being in the Discord and being part of the community, and like rule number 10 was don't find loopholes to these rules. Like, we need that in the government. There needs to be like a tax law that's do not try to find loopholes in these. Like, we need to not have 3 million tax write-offs, because like, the thing is, at least what they make it seem like, is like a lot of this stuff is done completely legally, and that's crazy. It's crazy if they can, like, you know, who was it, like a couple years, it was like Blizzard or something that like got money back from the IRS. Like, I don't think that should be a thing. You know, we got to figure that out. Exactly. Exactly. They don't want solutions. They just want money. Ooh. I love longswords so much. Yeah. No, and then there's so many problems, and like, it's really hard to address it, and I understand, like, I totally get where people are coming from, and like right now it just feels like, you know, like, oh, you know, inflation is so high, so we don't have any money. So obviously the solution is to not have the government take so much of our money in taxes. But there's like there's a lot more problems than that. Socialists with the sponsored free money. Oh man. You know, another thing that's crazy, I feel like when having these conversations, when you talk about free healthcare, when you talk about anything like that, people are like, oh, well, that's not free. That comes out in your taxes. Like, have you looked at Europe? Like, if you broke everything down and like, let's just say the one thing, let's say healthcare costs, right? If you brought in the average American healthcare cost on top of what we pay in taxes, it is like massively more than people in Europe pay in taxes. Like, it's absurd. Like, not only do we have to buy health insurance, but we still have to spend thousands of dollars when we go to the doctor. It's crazy. We don't make enough money to handle that. Like, the only reason that like I feel like I'm doing okay with that is because I work for the state. I work for the government, so I get decent healthcare. And like the prices aren't absurd, but I look at, you know, like if you work for a private company or something like that, please tell me I got a plume. I'm gonna be so sad. I did. Okay. It literally save money. But when you break this stuff down, when I look at like plans that like my parents have, right? And how much healthcare costs for my parents, it's like, so I pay like $250 a month for a family plan, and then my parents will pay like $600 a month for something that's like not even half as good as mine. It's absurd. Like, I don't know how anybody thinks that like things like that are sustainable, especially without like, you know, and I understand people not wanting to increase minimum wage, and like sure there's an argument to be made for that, but the direction that you have to go is you have to like reverse inflation and make everything else cheaper. Like, you either have to print more money, which the government is happy to do for anything other than taking care of citizens, or you have to just like shut down all these corporations that are price setting. There's got to be something, you know, something has to change. We can't keep doing what we're doing. Yeah, dude, or like companies should not have made billions of dollars off of COVID. That's crazy. That is not okay. We should not be doing that. Man. I'm gonna try not to get too heated and political in here, but oh my goodness. It's rough. And I feel bad, like, because I'm also not the most educated person, so I really don't want to, like,
Hey, partner.
I want to try not to get too into it myself, just because I know that, like, there's going to be a lot of things that I will probably get wrong if I get, like, too heated into the conversation. But it frustrates me when people who are, you know, arguably just as or less educated than I am act like they're significantly more educated. Like, I feel like I can take a step back and be like, yeah, I literally have no idea what I'm talking about, so I don't want to get into a discussion about where our taxes should go, because sure, I have like, oh, this would sound nice, but I don't know, you know, the first thing about politics, so I don't want to like go into that. And then there are people who are just like me who are like, oh no, I know exactly how things should be. I haven't done any research either, but my ideal situation is everybody's a billionaire and the government gets no money, and we defund the government in every way. And it's like, I just don't think that works. Oh yeah, no, I'm happy. Like, I'm not afraid of the political conversation. I just know that I'm not educated. So like, I'm happy to like talk on the fringe of stuff that I'm aware of. And if you guys want to have discourse in the chat and like, I mean, like, you know, maybe educate me. I don't know if you guys are lying to me or not, but like, please feel free, and I'll comment on stuff that I might be aware of. But
all right, let's go
you
over
have
the
us
information.
one side research. Oh, you gave us one side research, both sides. Yeah.
And continue deep underground. We'll have one shot to divert it here when it surfaces.
Dude, and that's a crazy thing. I feel like this has been a problem for a while, but
It's out
like,
of our reach
people
forever.
will freak out. Like, let's
That's why
say, okay,
I'm breaking out the big
I'm not gonna say
guns.
this is the best example, right? But like, let's say you follow Ben Shapiro on Twitter, right? Like, people are very polarized about Ben Shapiro, but like at the same time, it is good to hear, like, because let me tell you, I know for a fact that a lot of people
This is the dragon.
listen to Ben Shapiro, and I know a lot of
We'll
people
use
hate
it to
Ben
drive
Shapiro,
Zora
but a lot
away.
of people are
Further
getting
down,
educated
you'll
through Ben
see.
Shapiro. And so with someone like that, it is good to like stay on
Your
top of
target will be
things that
coming
he's
at us
saying, so
full
you're
tilt.
aware of,
So your job is
arguments
to
that you
wear
can make
down
against that, and to
try
research
keep
both
it
sides of the
interesting.
things that
Be
he's saying,
relentless.
because
We clear
people will
here.
often
Very good.
sort of gravitate towards
more thing.
those inflammatory political
Nerve
speakers,
because they're bound
whether
to
it's
show up
Ben
and try
Shapiro.
to
I'm
come
sure there's
nuts.
people on the left too. That's just the only name that's coming to me right
Gets
now.
in our way.
But
It's up to you to stop it.
yeah,
This whole
no.
operation
Like,
rides on how
but
well
like
you
I'm saying,
do
like,
that.
like let's say you, Eric, obviously you are on the left side of politics. If you were to follow him on Twitter, people might be like, people that you support and side with might be like, oh well, I'm not gonna listen to this guy. He's crazy. He follows Ben Shapiro, and it's like, actually, like,
It's coming.
you could just be doing it for research and to be aware of these things. Like, we can't have an echo chamber. We got to be aware of all these things. And I mean, maybe you could cut out somebody like Ben Shapiro, if you think he's a little too
Hunters, we need to weaken Zora's
off the
mechanism to
walls.
capture it. Once you're on its back, give all you
But
got.
I think it's so important to not be in an echo chamber and to really
Those stalactites on it.
see both sides of the argument, because like it helps so much to not like to form your own arguments by knowing the arguments of other people,
You can do
and
it.
especially like seeing where other people are coming from, like, the whole like
Proceed with caution.
people not wanting to tax the rich, like, and for rich people, for some rich people it may very well be like, they worked their ass off to get where they are, and they're afraid of that getting taken away,
Zora Magdros.
but
The success
they
of
don't see that
operation comes
now
down to
being
how
at the
much
bottom
we
is so much
can
worse than it
defend.
used to be.
Magma core located.
So like back in the day, you could work your ass off, and let's say you worked, it's weird to put numbers to it, but like, let's say you worked like 70% of your max, and that was able to get you where you need to be. Like, I personally feel like it's harder. It certainly seems harder from talking to people like my parents and stuff than it used to be. And so, but people that are older feel like they worked really hard to get where they are, and they probably did. Like, I don't want to like discredit the fact that they worked hard to get their money, but like, that doesn't mean you get to just like not get taxed anymore. Listens to Ben Shapiro. Yeah, dude, back when I was, I don't know, like 11, I used to listen to Ben Shapiro, and I was like, oh yeah, he's wrecking those kids. And now, oh man, I look at like, oh, I tried to dodge it, it didn't work. I look at like, there's so much stuff, and I feel like this is particularly a conservative thing, but it'll be like college student gets destroyed by facts and logic, and it just like, most of the time it's just like these poor kids who like come up to have a discussion and just get absolutely insulted. Your mom is retiring? No. Well, I mean, good for her. Is she excited about it? Like, I mean, that's awesome if she's excited about it. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Good for her. What does your mom do?
All right.
I don't know if I've ever asked that before.
Hold nothing back.
Dude, didn't Ben Shapiro choose a PA? Physician's assistant.
Magma core
Cool.
destroyed.
I thought about doing that for a little while. After I was working at the chiropractor,
Something's happening to its shell.
thought about trying to get a...
It's changing.
Is it a certification? Is that what it is? Or is it like a associate's degree? I can't remember. But I was looking at getting something like that. Ooh. Wait, why did I still catch on fire? That's super lame. Dude, I saw Ben Shapiro's thing recently about like, you shouldn't retire. That shit's crazy to me. Are you kidding me? I absolutely want to retire. Uh, I don't remember what he said. I saw a clip of it. This is Ben Shapiro talking about people like should never retire unless it's like a medical issue. And it's like the goal of my life is not to work for the next, what am I, 23? Like I absolutely do not want to work for the next 70 years.
Second magma core destroyed.
Yes, that too. The cutting people off. I mean, I feel like
Doing that thing again.
I don't know if I'm like
Changing.
being biased against
I think Zora
right-wing
Magdaros is
stuff,
building up power.
but I don't know if people on the left, like I haven't really watched speakers because like I don't know, maybe they just aren't as inflammatory, but like people don't cut people off like that. I feel like it's so painful. Like most of the time when I see like left-winged people cutting people off, it's always like, you know, like kids.
Now it's time to restrain.
And it's like I don't really want to.
Your positions.
I forgot to hit all of my things.
Good to go, old man.
I don't really want to judge people like a group based on kids. I mean, I guess I don't really want to judge a group based on one political speaker too, because like you can attract all sorts of crazies, and crazies are crazy no matter what side of the political spectrum you are, you know. Oh, Joe's here too, dude. It's a party. All my homies, guys. Let me tell you, I was so scared. I was like, I'm gonna have to talk without all my homies here. And I was like, trying to think about things to talk about without having the chat popping off. You guys are heroes. You deserve a gold star. Oh. Get him.
Watch yourself.
Get him.
Okay.
Wait, I really should be. I forgot about these little things. Let me get these real quick. Don't mind me.
All right.
Drinking and playing pool in the basement. That's awesome. That's so cool. Dude, I miss pool. We should try to play pool again.
Now fire.
Target restrained. Zora Magdaros has
Eric, we'll have to figure that out. Maybe after work one of these days. I was talking to Nicholas
Stand at the ready.
um
Conte is upon us.
about trying to go to like the gym after work. So maybe we could try to figure that out too. I don't know.
Nergy
Oh.
Conte, up there on the shelf.
Hey, hopefully that saved me from that attack. I was totally gonna get hit by that.
Use whatever you can.
Yes! Oh no, it still hit me. It hit me through the cutscene. Come on, Monster Hunter, don't do that to me. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. Politics are crazy. And I hate how, like, divided it has made the country. It's just kind of sad. Like, I feel like we could get so much done if everybody didn't hate each other and call everybody else a bigot. Down to go to the gym? Let's go.
Zora's broken loose.
He was saying that, so he likes the, oh gosh. That was bad. He likes the,
You have to drive off Nergy
what is it called?
Zora Magdaros is changing position.
No.
It's trying to get up.
Race for
The Planet Fitness on Northern Lights. I don't know if you'd be in to try that one. Centrist Boomer take me? Saying that I hate the class system? Or the
Rear up.
I don't know what you would call it. It's not the class system.
drive off Nergy
It's a totally different. That's a totally different conversation. The fucking I don't know. You know what I mean. Politics. I just hate politics. Politics are bad. Lame politics. I'd rather sit here and play video games. Hey, is that his head? What in the world? Okay. I gotta get this right this time. I'm pretty sure you go off to the left here. Yeah. How do I blow that up? Please. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Go!
This is... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna die. That guy needs to stop breathing giant balls of fire at me. That's super annoying. This... Oh, okay, hold on. Did we get it?
Gigante has retreated.
I did it.
That's one problem we don't want to deal with.
Yeah, easy.
Continue the operation.
All me. I didn't just not attack him or anything like that. Whoops. Nobody ever said I was good at the game. What's up, Raphael? Thanks for stopping by, dude. I'm glad that people are like seeing it. You know? It's popping up in people's recommended. That's good. It is Zora Magdaros. Yeah. This is the quest to get into high rank.
Zora Magdaros is getting back on all fours. It's continuing
Man.
its advance. Watch yourself.
I was ready. I was there. Just send me back down. And I couldn't
All right.
get this
Prepare to intercept at the
stupid
barrier.
thing to...
Hunters,
Whatever.
destroy the magma cores. We need to keep weakening the target.
I tried. Yes, give this video a like. Please do. Please do. And say stuff in the comments. Say words. A lot of words. Alright, I gotta get this. I gotta get this last thing. Keep saying words. Continue to talk. Have a good time. Nope. Oh my goodness. I think I need to upgrade some of this armor. Cause I got the, well, I guess I'm about to get into high rank anyways. It doesn't matter anymore. None of this armor is gonna matter soon anyways. Oh. Try not to die here. It's been so long since I've played the longsword. Try not to like totally mess up. Like that.
Attention field team. We're entering the final skirmish. Hunters, I don't care what it takes. You have got to wear down Zora Magdaros as much as
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
last bastion. No more second chances. If Zora Magdaros breaches the barrier, all is lost.
Dang. Couldn't do it.
Over here.
Fell apart. I don't remember. Did these start
Hold nothing back.
being full?
Okay.
I'll have to check that out. These are fun missions though. See this? This is totally something I would do with a bunch of homies. This would be awesome. Imagine you guys hopping in here, helping me kill big turtle dragon guy. Think how awesome that would be. We could make that happen with a small donation of $10.99. Once per run.
Okay.
I don't ask for much. Only all of your money. It's a small ask. Just think of all the dogs and animal shelters and then give me money. We did get goaded into regular league, but yes, we should play arena. We'll totally do that tomorrow. So what I'm actually gonna try to do, what I've been thinking about doing, is
Okay.
like I'll do streams and then I'll try to edit stuff down because I know some people like shorter form content, and I'll try to edit stuff down into a more consumable video, something that's like, 15 minutes long or something like that. So I might try to do that on my off days. my off stream days, but I will still at the same time I'll try to game with the boys more. We'll figure it out. I'm just gonna shoot this.
Zora Magdaros isn't anywhere weak enough.
Yes, stop. Leave me alone. I'm doing my best out here. Oh, I'm totally gonna get hit by this. Oh gosh. Yep. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Let's I'm gonna hop down actually. I'm gonna hop down onto the boat. It's like a boat down below.
Everything you've got.
Once I push this over. So I can actually hit him. Dude, but okay. I will say though, like I will play League with you because I'm happy to play League with you. But not playing as much online games has like made me enjoy gaming so much more by just like chilling and playing games by myself or with other people. I mean, like, okay, when I say online games, I specifically mean competitive multiplayer games. Not playing competitive multiplayer games has made me feel so much better about gaming. I don't want to say multiplayer games because, like, technically this is a multiplayer game. Is it technically a multiplayer game?
Still isn't weak enough.
Or is it a single player game that you could, like, I don't know how you would, because you can play multiplayer, but is it a multiplayer game? If I could start a poll, I would make the 6 people in here vote on that. Start some discourse.
We
What do you
have
guys think?
emergency.
Is Monster Hunter a single player or a multiplayer game? I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, are you an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert? You know, is it like a single player game with multiplayer aspects or a multiplayer game with single player aspects? No, okay, well, I'm just thinking about it now. Yes. Yes to which of those, Commander Bubble? I'm sorry, I was talking too fast. You trying to say it's a multiplayer game?
Okay. Commander, this is it.
Because that's totally
It's what
fair.
we're waiting for.
All right.
Because I feel like originally a lot of the games were designed to be played multiplayer. Because like
Ready when you
they
are.
don't I think only starting in Monster Hunter World, I was researching this a while ago, where there was a sort of like a scaling with how many people are playing. But back in some of the older games, once you pass the village quests, because there's a separation between village and hub quests, Monster Hunter World doesn't have that. But once you passed out of that, it would just be harder. And it wouldn't get any harder if you had multiple people. It wouldn't get any easier if you were just one person. So it was like a lot, like the game was scaled around having multiple people instead of just having one person. And only in Monster Hunter World, I think the Monster Hunter World was the first one where the game would scale with how many people are playing. So definitely arguable that some of the older games were more of a multiplayer game. Yeah, that's fair. I like the Destiny comparison. Because like it's not really an MMO, but honestly, like this is what I kind of want MMOs to develop into, if I want to be completely honest. Like I feel like having games, so I tried to get into WoW Classic when Season of Discovery came out, and it was really difficult for me to play the game as not only a new dad but somebody who works full-time. It was really difficult for me to get into the game because like once you get to the point where you have to do raids and stuff, you'd have like 20-man raids, and it's like, I don't know how I'm going to try to figure out a time with 20 other people, especially for me who like the times that I could do stuff are often so different from each other, like, you know, from like week to week, especially at the time, that it was really difficult to play a game like that, and I eventually just had to drop it. So I wonder if
Ready to go home?
those styles of games will develop more into something like this, where things are scaled down if you're a single player, so it doesn't force multiplayer. Yeah. Like, dude, I gotta rest on the weekends. No, I may start doing. Eventually develop into like one stream on the weekends. But right now, like when I get home from work, I cook dinner, we get Joseph to bed, and then I stream. And so I take it, I take every other day off, and then the weekends, like I just want to spend time with my family. I don't want to be trying to game all the time. And so having a game that you need to
Hey, where are you?
dedicate so much time to just to stay on top of, it's another reason that I don't really play competitive games anymore. I just can't keep up with the curve. People just get better so much faster than I can. Even being, I feel like I'm pretty decent at games, but I just can't keep up with people. So I get really frustrated when I play competitive games now. When I used to have, an absolutely silly amount of time to play games, I just don't get that anymore. We're just gonna buy all of it because who cares? And then request goods. I feel like I should. What should I request? Here, we'll do this. We'll do materials. We'll do 2 materials and 1 consumable. That's what we'll do. We'll hold it like that. And then, now that I'm here, maybe I can fight another. If I can fight another Kuluyaku, I don't know how to pronounce it. If I can fight another one of those quickly in high rank, I'll do that. But if not, I'll go do the Giratotus fight to get the Aqua Sac.
Ah,
No more pressing investigations. The story's over, guys. This is it. There's no way we're only like 1/5 into the game. Not at all.
hey, partner.
Wanna go have a look? Not particularly. Okay, we're just gonna do. Oh, I should do an investigation so I get the extra rewards just to make sure I get it. Let me go back down. I always forget to do this. But yeah, I don't have the time for competitive games anymore. But something like this, where there's like a crazy amount of content, but I can do it all on my own time. This is awesome. I'm so glad that I found the Monster Hunter games. This has been great. This has been the sole like healing for my mental health. That's all it takes. What color reward would the Aqua Sac be? Is that something I need to capture him to get the gold for? I don't know. We'll try it. I don't know what the Aqua Sac comes from. Let's talk to this guy though.
Hello.
Oh, this is the capturing guy.
Good to
Cool.
see you.
Cool points.
Good luck.
Now you want me to capture a Palomu? Absolutely not. Not in my house. Okay, the Giratotus in Monster Hunter World feels like a joke. Like by far the easiest fight in this game. When you fight him in Monster Hunter Rise, it does not feel this easy. I don't know if they like revamped him or what, but he feels so much harder in Monster Hunter Rise. So I'm really excited for, in like 400 streams, when I finally get to that game and you guys can see me play that game, it'll be dope. And you can see me lose. They say that game's easier, but we have a Neanderthal in the chat? Who? Who are you calling a Neanderthal? Ice Dweller. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. And I haven't played the older games. I've played a little bit of Dr. Umar. I am unfamiliar with the reference. Educate me. I've only played a little bit of Generations Ultimate. I don't know if Giratotus is in Generations Ultimate, so I can't speak on how it feels in that particular game or older games, but it doesn't feel good in this one. Not at all. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting how to do this. There we go. And then at some point here, I gotta make enough money so that I can buy the armor charm and power charm. I'm broke right now. We'll have to change that. I think high rank you start making some pretty good money, so we'll make it work. We'll get by. This is the US economy right now. Me not having enough money to buy power charms. It's just like real life. I don't have enough money to buy power charms. And the power charms of the now are, I don't know, tax write-offs or something. I don't make enough money to afford tax write-offs. I don't know. Maybe that'd be an armor charm. Power charm is like, I don't make enough money to outsource everything. Maybe that's what that would be. I'm just making stupid analogies. Hopefully Sarah's not still in the chat. She always yells at me when I make really poor analogies. It's really funny. I just do them on purpose now. Say the dumbest, most nonsensical things. And then every once in a while I have a non-hot take. But I gotta keep those few and far between. I can't have you guys thinking I know what I'm talking about. That ruins the fun. For this, like, look, I mean, he's like, what other monster can I do this to? See, I shouldn't even have done that. I should have just stood in front of him and not even worried about it. Can I get off of the mud? What hot take? No, I mean, I don't currently have a hot take. I was just saying. I was just trying to make a funny joke that I have hot takes. Because I can't have good takes. It's not allowed. You know what my hot take is? Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Get that out of here. Oh my goodness. But I feel like I used to get real angry about people who put pineapple on pizza. Now I just don't like it. It's just not very good. I'm no longer hot take about it. I'm just not a fan. You know, have you ever tried the mac and cheese pizza from Moose's Tooth? That stuff's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like, if it's the only pizza there, I'm not gonna not eat it. Like, I'm not that far against it. No, E-Dog, no. No. You've gone to the dark side. That's okay. We'll convert you to no pineapple on pizza. Oh, the mac and cheese pizza. Oh, yeah, dude. It's so good. People over at Moose's Tooth are 100% smoking something. And whatever they are, I need some of that stuff. They have the greatest pizza ideas ever. Just yank the pineapple, like, take it off? Yeah, I mean, that's what I do normally. If that's the pizza that's available, I'll just take it off. But my sister really likes it. I remember back in the day, these were the go-to pizzas. We would get Hawaiian pizza, and then I used to get I would order just olive pizza. And my sister would get the Hawaiian, and I would get olive pizza. That's just the way that it was. I'm supposed to capture it. You guys, you're supposed to tell me these things. You gotta remind me. I told you, I can't play the game and talk at the same time. I get confused. Did I get what I needed? No. Time to restart. That's okay. You guys aren't here for the gameplay. You're here for me, right? Doesn't matter if I have to repeat a quest. We just won't talk about it. It's definitely not the second time tonight that I've done that. Not at all. Alrighty. You know, we're just doing it a second time. Just for fun. Oh, actually, should I go to the other one? I'm gonna go to this one. I feel like this is closer. And then... yeah, we'll head on over there. Man, that's embarrassing. But I was doing so well in the fight, he never had to limp or anything, so I totally forgot. But yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in comparison to my other streams, I feel like I'm so much faster with longsword. Like, it's cool to block stuff with the charge blade, but I also feel like I'm really bad at charge blade gameplay. I feel like I'm way better with longsword. And sometimes I feel like it's more fun to watch me be good at something. I mean, maybe me floundering on charge blade was fun, but it was cool to get the blocks. That Rathian fight, I need to clip that. I need to make like just a special video for that Rathian fight on Wednesday last week. That was awesome. That will still probably be my peak Monster Hunter moment. I don't know if it'll ever get better than that. But this is what I don't enjoy about Monster Hunter World, is the tenderizing. But at least it's really easy to tenderize this guy. That is not at all where I wanted to be. There we go. Alright, what's your guys' favorite pizza though? Like the #1 pizza. Because honestly, I dig some really simplistic pizzas. Like, I've really been enjoying cheese. I used to, like... I don't know, it was one of those things that, like, I hated just because cheese wasn't the cool pizza. You know, you gotta get the pizza with all the fancy stuff on it. Just some good old-fashioned cheese pizza. That stuff's awesome. Oh, actually, hold on. Oh wait, he's enraged. Hold on. Let's sharpen real quick. But I will say mac and cheese pizza is good. Also, I'm a huge fan of buffalo chicken pizza. That stuff's delicious. And then I always get so Sarah and I get Domino's quite a bit, and the deep dish pizza, that stuff's amazing. And just pepperoni and sausage on the deep dish pizza. So good. Pepperoni sausage, see? Yeah. That's the good stuff. Chicken bacon ranch is also delicious. Good choice. I'm trying to think of pizzas that I don't like besides Hawaiian. I don't know if I've ever really had a pizza that I don't like besides Hawaiian. Oh, that's embarrassing. Alright, do you think I can capture him after this attack? Maybe? I feel like I've kind of beaten him up really good. I'm gonna try it. Let's see, where'd it go? Oh, I can't do it on the water. Hold on. Maybe I can get him to come over here. Lots of veggies and meat. Yeah, like the supreme pizzas. Hey, come here. I just broke apart with that. Just swim over here. There you go. That'll work. Idiot. Oh, there it is. We got him. I know what I'm doing. I'm actually really bad at timing when to capture monsters. Monster Hunter Rise, it says, our prey is weak. You can capture them. I like that. I like when it tells me that. Especially like there, like when I'm not seeing them limp, it's so hard to tell at what stage that I'm at. And I got the 2 aqua sacks. Nice. Okay, so we got a bigger box now. This is all very good things. Moving along in our optional quests. Let's see. I do want to hunt. I might need to hunt in Odogaron, but I don't know if I am worried about that when I'm just going into high rank now. Okay, so that's all. Ooh, all my deliveries are done. Tail Rider Safari's return. Okay, let me go in the house. Get all that set up again. I need to be so much better about getting all these optional things. I was not good about that in my first playthrough of Monster Hunter World, and it made me miss. Like I got to a point where I had like no resources. I had like completely run out of potions and stuff. And I mean, maybe that just happens because I'm bad, but I feel like if I had been a lot better about getting these different resources, it would have been a lot easier for me. Oh, there's no Odogarmon guy. We'll just send him there. Who cares? Whatever. But supreme pizzas, dude, pizza with onions? I just love onions. Anything with onions on it. Or dude, I make a mean spaghetti and meatballs. That stuff is so good. I had it on Friday. I put some extra red chili flakes in there. Dude. That was so good. Had like just a little bit of a kick to it. That spaghetti and meatballs was delicious. And I keep having people tell me, oh, make your own meatballs. That, I do not have time for that. I'm sorry. I got enough time to make my own sauce. Maybe one day I'll make my own meatballs. But like, I'm cooking while there's like a baby screaming at me. Like, I don't want to try to make my own meatballs too. You're asking way too much of me. Bless, he doesn't care. Little baby man, he doesn't need homemade meatballs. He enjoys basically everything. Is it? I've never made meatballs before, so I guess I wouldn't really know. But that's also more dishes, and I hate doing dishes. Like sauce, you're gonna have that pan anyways, you know? Because you're gonna either heat up the sauce or you're cooking your own sauce. But meatballs, you gotta have a thing to mix it all together in. Sounds like a lot of work. I don't know. Sounds like a whole lot for me to clean up. Get a little ball scoop, like an ice cream scoop? No, I don't want to do that one right now. Okay. This is from the armory. This is from the chef. Oh, I definitely want to do that. I know where this is too. It's like right down and away a little bit. This will be a super easy one to get to. And then I'll try to do like one or two what do you call them? High rank quests. And then we'll probably end it there. Because one important thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying not to stay up so freaking late. Because one, I want to like, okay, there's two problems that I've also noticed with me streaming. One of those is me being too tired at the start of the stream, so my intros are garbage. I did talk about that a lot at the beginning. So very sorry. What do you mean all nighter on Monday? No, absolutely not. No, sir. No, sir. One of those things is me being too tired at the start of the stream, and then I've also been like, there's been a couple of streams where I haven't ended them until I was falling asleep. And I feel like that just makes the end of the stream look really bad. So I definitely don't want to do that either. I want to be present for the whole stream. What do you mean they're not my spaghetti and meatballs? You saying because I got the recipe from somebody else? Listen. I own the spaghetti and meatballs. They're copyrighted. Wait, all these bugs are coming to get me. Oh my gosh. Wait, how do I get out of here? It is this way. It is this way. Please, please, please. Oh my goodness, leave me alone. Help. Help. No. If I drop this piece of meat, I'm gonna be so sad. This is like the stupid dragon, the stupid wyvern eggs with the Rathian. Okay, okay. You know what? My spaghetti and sauce and somebody else's meatballs. Okay? Is that better? It's my sauce. I put a whole lot of effort into that sauce. It's I chop up half an onion. I try to get a big onion. It says like a third of a cup, but that's like, who eats a third of a cup of onions? I eat half an onion, right? We don't skimp out on the onions. And then I cook that for like 5 minutes, I think, in olive oil, right? And then I put in like a heaping tablespoon, not just a normal tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon of garlic, and a healthy dash of some chili flakes, and then that's another 2 minutes, and I dump the sauce in there. Technically the recipe says whole tomato that you like crush up yourself, but that sounds like a lot of work, so I just buy a thing of crushed tomatoes because that's easier for me. But the big can of crushed tomatoes. Gosh, what else is there? Oregano, some amount of oregano. I just dump it on there until it looks good. A couple of sprigs of fresh basil. Again, I just throw some on there. Salt and pepper. Oh my gosh, I dropped it. You guys suck. Dang it. Brown some tomato paste? I haven't done that. Is that good? Browning tomato paste? What do you mean by browning tomato paste? Dude, I don't know how to cook. Like, I can cook very few things really well, but I don't know like terms or like, you know, like I know how to caramelize onions, but like browning tomato paste, you gotta explain that to me. Does that just mean like heating it up after the garlic and onions cooked them together? Ooh, okay. I might have to give that a try. Do you just get like a little like 6-ounce can? Do you put in the whole thing? Like, what is your ratio here? What are we working with? Also, I got a bob and weave so I don't get hit. Squeeze tube, not too much. Okay, okay. That's fair. Anyway, so I put the oregano in there, basil, salt and pepper, all those things I just eyeball. And then I bring it up to a simmer, throw the top on there. And then it says 20 minutes. I don't really count that out. But once I put the top on, once it's simmering, I slap the top on there. That's when I start boiling the water for the noodles. And I cook the noodles for 10 minutes. So once the water boils, I cook, and that takes a couple of minutes because I have what is it, induction stove? Is that right? The coil. I have the coil stoves that suck. So it takes a while to like heat up, and it takes a little while to boil. So I wait for that to happen, and then I figure by that point, plus the 10 minutes of cooking the noodles, that it's probably at least 20 minutes, if not a little bit more, and then it's ready to go. 2 hours, my brother. What do you mean? That's crazy. I don't have time. If I cooked for 2 hours, I'd be eating like 2 hours after Joseph went to bed. I don't have time for that. No, 20 minutes. That's all I got. You're asking too much of me. Can't do it. No. No, see, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the meta that I was talking about. You don't tell me how to cook my food. my spaghetti and meatballs taste good, okay? Don't talk bad about it. Keep those opinions to yourself. How long I should cook my sauce for. Get out of here. 2 hours. You know what, Eric? If I wanted to eat at 10 p.m. like you do, maybe I'd cook my sauce for 2 hours. I love when you get in the Discord at like 10:30 and you're like, yeah, I've just sat down with my dinner. I could not, dude. I could not. I need to come home and I gotta cook, and it's gotta be like 30 minutes. 30 minutes max till food's ready. Prep and cook time, 30 minutes. As soon as I get home. Like, oh yeah, no, I mean, I'm not actually shitting on you. It's totally fine. Like everybody's got to make things work with their schedule,
It's been a while since we've done this, huh? Want to start by taking
Ours is a race
back?
against time, and yours is a fit it in when you can. So whatever works. It's like a ticking bomb with Joseph, He goes to bed. We've gotten really consistent with this, and it's great. He goes to bed like 8 to 8:30, like every night. It's awesome. But that means that like I get home and we gotta cook, and we gotta be fast. We gotta get it done. But then he goes to bed at the same time. He wakes up by like 7 to 7:30 every morning, and then he normally takes 2 naps. We've got the system down. It's going super well. I'm really happy. And then we recently talked, so he gets watched by
Look at
Sarah's mom while she's at work.
Hey,
And
This
there
is
were a
what I
couple of
think.
times that she would
that can't
let
be
him
right.
sleep for like 2.5 hours. And so it'd be like,
It is a puke.
Puke.
It's acting weird. What's going on? New target. Let's get that.
Oh man. So she would let him sleep super long time, and then he would wake up at like 5:15, and then it would take, oh my goodness, it would take so long to get him to go to sleep, and we wouldn't be going to bed until like 10 o'clock. But then I started streaming, and I was like, hey, we gotta figure this out. We gotta figure out a better time for him to go to bed. And so that turned into him going to bed at 4, or him waking up. We try to get him up at 4 from his naps, unless it's like, he has a really late nap time. That way he goes to bed around 8. It's awesome. It's been working super well. Here, let me do the thing here. Oh, I'm gonna get poisoned in there. Man. That's dumb. Also,
Puke Puke is way tougher than usual.
he should be weak. I don't know why he's not weak. Or tenderized, I mean. I know the words for it. I'm just gonna have to suffer through the poison. This is lasting way too long. Oh, I don't need to eat that. We're okay. Yeah, dude, it... Oh, what? Could the Puke Puke always do that? Shoot out clouds? I didn't know he could do that. But what is like the time limit on how long the first hit of trying to tenderize lasts? Oh, it made the sound. What? You guys heard that, right? The tenderize sound and then nothing happened? Okay. Let's see if he looks different. No, he doesn't. Maybe he was tenderized. Maybe I just can't tell. Oh, why is he going that way? Oh, wait, there's material? Where? Yes. Puke Puke. Wait, did I pick up the... Oh, I didn't pick up the quest healing items. Whoops. Just putting myself at a massive disadvantage. That's fine. We're doing fine. Grab one of these. I still got poisoned. I feel like I'm hitting it. I mean, I know obviously I'm not, but... Here, hold on. Let me put on the, I like putting on the vitality. That's not the mantle that I wanted. Not the vitality mantle. I don't have that? I mean, I just don't have it equipped. It's fine. We're fine. Oh, okay. I'm not very good at this game, though. Boy, poison is my greatest weakness in this game. I struggle against poison. Here, you know what? Let's yeah, I was gonna say, let's try to get the mount. Sorry, dude. Nice. We got the trip. Hold on. I don't like that it does that. I don't know why. Sometimes it knocks you down. Let me try to get the tail. Oh my goodness. Canceling me out of that? Okay, we can get the break here? No? We just get poisoned again? We'll wrap around, we'll heal. Hold on. There we go. That was perfect. Nope. Dang. Wait, where does tail? Oh, there it is. I see it. Kind of looks like a clown nose on the end of a tail. I don't know about you guys. That's what I'm seeing. Just a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. I feel like this is like a lower resolution game. It would totally be a clown nose on the end of a tail. If I ever play the older ones on stream, which we'll see, these Monster Hunter streams will probably last me until Wilds comes out. And then that's all I'm going to be playing for like the next 30 years. So there's just so much there. Not even farming content. It's just like, I'm just trying to play the game. Oh, oh, please don't. Let me grab this. All right. Dang. I also love to learn some of the other weapons in the game. Like, I see a lot of cool videos about Switch Axe. I have no idea how that works. But I know some people. I know Raphael. Raphael, if you're still here, I know he's super into Switch Axe. Maybe he'll have to come on the stream one day and show me how to do it. Don't tell me he's running away again. Man. Okay, that's fine. Where is the Kelby? See if there's Kelby horns. I'm sure you gotta make something with a Kelby horn at some point in the game. That's the thing too. One thing that I've learned about this game is there's so many little things that you won't really think about that are material parts for gear, like a fish. I never go fishing in this game. I really should start doing that because like fish are used in some gear. At least in Monster Hunter Rise they are, and if you never pick up that fish, you'll never see the option to make that gear. And it could be gear that you really need to use for your build. It's one of those games I gotta get more comfortable with not feeling like I'm wasting time. You know? And that's another thing that I feel like the I keep forgetting to get barrel bombs. That I feel like the sort of creator meta has done is like, you know, just it feels like just playing a game has become a waste of time. You know, like, oh, you gotta be doing like some crazy content to be enjoyable. Like, you can't just play the game and have a good time. And that just feels bad. Like, you know, I also want to be able to enjoy these games. Part of that enjoyment is exploring stuff. Which is why I want to get better at talking. Talking to the camera and stuff. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, that sucks. Whoops. The best are the best? What do you mean? Are you saying I'm the best? Because I'd have to agree. Dang. Sorry. I'm bad at English. I'm sure what you said makes perfect sense.
You okay?
Oh,
Should head back and report to the commander.
okay. Well, that happened. But I'm here to hang out with you guys. And if I explore and you were confusing, I definitely wasn't saying that you're the best. No. I definitely picked that up. Don't worry. But like I'm just trying to play video games. And that's going to involve a whole lot of me goofing off. And hopefully you guys are here for the conversation because that's what I'm here to provide. This, the hangout, the session. It's all about the stupid stuff we talk about. Like going from talking about politics and how the government should use tax money to talking about pizza and what our favorite kind of pizza is. That's what it's all about. It doesn't get better than that. The pizza talks are the real talks. Oh, yeah. No, I got you. No, you should totally, Eric, when you get the chance, you should totally watch the beginning of the stream because I did talk a lot about it. I guess I can kind of bring it up again here a little bit, but I was watching some videos today. I'll keep it brief. I was watching some videos today and it was like I started getting into the loop of like, oh, this is how, you know, these are the things that you want to do to have a good YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I kind of realized like the only thing that I was learning was how to not have fun creating content. Like it was like, here are the 10 steps to not have fun. And I was like, you know, don't know if I want to follow any of this advice because it sounds awful. Like maybe if your only goal is making money, it probably works. But if your goal is having a good time, you just can't. You just got to do stuff like this. For me, at least. It took 2 weeks. That's the 2-week PSA, guys. That's the how I feel about the channel and where we're currently at.
Yes, sir. My opinion is that it belongs to a Rathian, but I'm not 100% sure.
And I'm not worried about it. You know, I don't care. I've had more fun streaming and gaming recently. I mean, because I haven't streamed before, really. I streamed like once before. But I've had more fun gaming in the past couple weeks than I've had in an extremely long time. And I feel like streaming has really added to that. And I wanna hold on to that. Like that's the important part for me. Is like no matter what, no matter how many people like stop by in here, no matter how many people are in the chat, like the point is that I am having so much fun.
Understood, sir.
Hopefully you guys can feel that. I'm trying to convey that through my words. You know, maybe I'll try to smile more, try to yell into the microphone and wake Joseph up. But I really am having a ton of fun. This is awesome. This is where it's at. Searching for Rathian tracks? No. I don't want to. Rathian is scary.
Rathian or not, we need to find that monster.
I didn't unlock anything from that, did I? I need to talk to some people. Okay. That's fine.
Okay, partner. We need to find more of our mystery monsters.
Oh, they have a new quest for me? Yeah. I don't need waterproof mantle though. That's fine. Okay. Ooh, decorations. There we go. But I don't think. Let me see what this has. I should probably go around and try to get some of these things. Is there a low level helmet that would be really good for me? Oh wait, the Zora stuff counts? Hey, thanks for stopping by, Raphael. You have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Wait, what is blast attack? Oh, I don't have a blast weapon, so that doesn't really affect me at all. But handicraft is kind of nice. Status effect build up. Alright, I gotta look through some of these. Ooh, quick sheath would be good. Hornitar carapace. Hornitars. I don't know where Hornitars are. Oh. No, bone would be really good. Okay. Okay, we can try to get some of these. Bone. I don't know if it really matters. Honestly, this is still good. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get any other sort of Okay. Master Fisher, nobody cares. Fortify, that might be worth it. Fortify is a good one. Or Quick Sheath and Chainmail. Okay. Speed Sharpening, Alloy. Okay. Oh, we're putting together a build already, guys. Oh, that's also super good. I like earplugs. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't think there was a thing in here to grab. And then there was something with Quick Sheath, right? Or Speed Sharpening. So I think I'm gonna do the alloy shoes. We're gonna do I think getting this with Fortify is only if I die though. So we'll do. Okay, I don't know if I'll worry about that one right now. I'll think about that. I'll think about it. The attack boost is probably better. Yeah, which one was it? This one? This is a good one. Or how do I... Wishlist. There we go. Sorry, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. This is going to be huge. Another attack boost. And then the helmet. There wasn't really anything that stuck out to me, I don't think. Because I don't know if I can get a Vespoid thing. What is Survival Expert? Interactables restoring more health? No. Maybe I'll do this one, honestly. And just get Handicraft right off the top. That could be really good. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll do this one. Because I just want Handicraft. I don't care about anything else. Equip now, yes. And then we'll put the attack boost decoration on there. Boom. And then I just need more armor and more bones and more of the other thing. You know. Ore. More bones and more ore. And then that'll be good. That'll get us the gear that we need. And then the weapon I don't think I'll be able to make for kind of a little while, so.
Good luck.
Gyros Fang. Gyros. Those are the ones in the... Wow, what is it called? How can I not remember any of these things? I know they're the snake looking guys. I remember that. But Gyros Fang... It is a low rank reward. Okay, so I just need to kill some of these guys and I can get a new ingredient. Chef quest, nice. 4 forgotten fossils. I think I know where those are, but I'm not 100% on that. Okay, let's see if I can get things that I'm looking for. Polisher, that's trying to sharpen my weapon. I think that's fine. We can just go with that. I gotta pay attention to these skills more. Okay. Yeah. It's looking like we'll run this one last quest. If we fight a Rathian, that'll be sweet. Or maybe not. Maybe I will run one of the other quests. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I could handle a Rathian. That would probably kill me right now. What happened to my loadout? Did I not put the... Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. I got this. I can set this up faster than I did last time. And then what I want to do is I want to set this as the new loadout. Yes. Okay. There we go. And is this... It just says search for stuff. Okay, so we could probably head to... Let's just do the ancient forest, because I know where a lot of those materials are. And we'll search for the tracks. We'll get some bone parts and stuff. I may have to redo that Zora Magdaros quest to get the Greaves coil, or whatever it was. But that way I can have a nice full set of the starter gear here. Oh, what is this? Oh no. Isn't that the... I don't know how to pronounce it. Basil juice? I think. That's what Sarah said, so I'm going to trust her. Because I've never heard somebody say it before. I used to say basil geese, but apparently that's wrong, according to her. I don't know how you guys say it. But, I'm an embarrassment, I guess. Nice. One of the two. And then... There's bones here. Somebody's got to tell me how they say it. I can't be the only one that said basil geese. Or whatever. See, now it all sounds wrong. That's the problem. Nothing sounds right. Just a weird looking name. Where is the scatter nut? I will totally grab that. That, okay. I'm trying to look on the map to see where it is, but... Oh. I gotcha.
You can use scatternut as sling around.
Yeah, I figured it out.
It's good for staggering monsters.
I'll have to try that. I really got to interact with a lot of these systems more. I feel like the game is begging me to be better. And I'm just ignoring all of it. And... Oh, nice. That's basically everything. Might as well just get out of here. Start again. Maybe I'll run the Rotten Vale quest and grab the bones. Things in there will probably destroy me, but did I finish collecting this? There's no way that I did, right? Okay. Am I missing anything though? So there's... Oh, there we go. No, I'm gonna grab more stuff because I think there's two... I was gonna have 2 bone pieces. And if I'm gonna have 2 bone pieces, I need to make sure I have enough bones for that. Where else are there bones here? Up. Up that way. And there. Okay. I got this. We'll go this way. No. This way. This map is so confusing in this little area. I always get so lost here. But if I go up... Actually, if I go up there... Looks like if I go up there and then into the left... That's gotta be it, right? Can I turn left here? Yeah, okay. Maybe this isn't quite right. No, I got it. Then I gotta start looking for the Rathian prints. If there are any here. Did it say in the quest description where it was supposed to be? Did it say like a specific area that I'm supposed to look? I don't remember. Oh, you know what I should also do? Here, let me get that guy. But let me, I think you can... Yes. Show me to the Grimmelkinds. Because this is another thing that I learned about recently that I've never interacted with before. Is you can talk to these little guys, and then they'll like trap monsters for you while you're fighting them. It's crazy. Who knew? You learn something new in Monster Hunter every day. In 600 hours, maybe I'll be good at the game. Rathalos scale. I don't care about Rathalos. That's not the one that I want. Alrighty. You know what we could do? You know what we could do after this? Let me talk to these guys. Then I'll oh, there we go. Mandragora where? I don't know. Where are we going? Where did it go? Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever been out here. This is awesome. After we do this, I'll watch a little clip, just a quick little thing of maybe my first stream, and then we can laugh about how bad the intro to it was.
I think we could build the camp here. Let's ask the head honchos.
Dang, there's a camp that you can make out here? What is all this? Is he going down or is he going to jump across? Okay. Fun meta content? Is that what this is? Or are you talking about watching my video? Self-critique goes hard? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Is that meta content? My bad. That's not the goal. It really, I just, it's more from, like, I want to see it. And I figure it's funny if other people see it too. But I want to be able to improve, so I want to see how bad the intro is. Nya, nya, nya. That's it. Dang. They're just, look at them. They're just howling at each other. Wait, that's it? They let me in. One of us. I'm in with the cool kids. Dang. Flashfly cage. That sounds cool. What else do they let me pick up out here? Oh, I don't need that. Okay. Oh, Mandragora. I need one of those. Alrighty. We will return from the investigation. We'll make some of these pieces of gear. And then we'll laugh at one of my intros. It'll be awesome. I'll get it pulled up on the other screen, and then I'll move it over, and we can look at it. And if I cry because it's that bad,
Okay,
we
partner,
can just laugh
we
about
need
it.
to find more of our mystery monsters trail.
You know, I didn't see any tracks.
You can go on an expedition
I'm just
or
saying.
an optional quest. Take your pick.
I don't know where they were, but I didn't see a single track. A little disappointed. Okay. Let me make this gear real quick. Armor, what do we got? So there's 2 bone pieces. Please tell me I have enough. I think I just have enough. Okay. Equip. Nice. Equip. And then the shoes. we're like ready to go. This is awesome. And then I'm sure it'll change as soon as I fight like one monster, but that's fine. And then let me just take a look at some of the weapons. So I know obviously this would be good. Is there a decent... What is my attack now? 429. So that's 462. I don't have enough ore for that. But we could get that pretty easily if I wanted to kind of transition over just for like a couple of fights. I might do that. Because I think there's like math on how much crit chance affects it. Because crit chance is 20% extra damage, which is 1/5. But it's something like if you have like every 4% crit chance is like 1% increased DPS. So you have to like do the math. It's like 15% affinity, but I have, was it 429 to 462 is 33 damage with only 15%. So the 33 damage is probably higher. Plus you have the damage modifier of having blue sharpness, which is a thing as well. So I'll probably swap over to this just to have scrape by with a little bit more damage. And then maybe we can pull off this one if we do an investigation in Wildspire Wastes or one of the other ones. I don't know what kind of ore that is, but we can check that out. But anyways, let's close up the game and then give me a second and I'll pull up my first stream and we can look at the intro. Only like just like a minute, and then we'll talk about it and how bad it is. Okay, I'm already nervous. I don't want to look at this. Okay. How do I pull this up? My channel. Ugh. Here, I'll separate this out. I don't think there's anything that will show that's bad on here. I mean, you'll see my subscriptions, but who cares? Okay, first one, Monster Hunter, right? Let me pull up the chat so I can still see that. No, not the middle school videos, dude. I'm not trying to go that far back. I have a couple of videos that are super old, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Okay, 6 views, streamed 13 days ago. We're going to like my own video here. Just going to start off with that. Oh, man. Okay, just like a minute, I promise.
Alrighty, everybody.
Ooh, that
Welcome to the
sound
stream.
quality.
Hopefully this is working. I'm trying to see if this can
Is my voice that quiet now? Is it louder than this?
start up here.
Please tell me my voice is okay. I can turn the volume up if I need to.
Check some things, make sure everything's going alright.
I really should watch my streams. I would have fixed this a lot earlier.
Should start up in a minute here. Okay, so basically what I'm going to be doing is just start.
I'm so quiet at the beginning.
Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I've been playing this game, I think like 50 hours now. And then I played Monster Hunter Rise.
Camera's blocking
I
myself?
thought it would be a fun idea to just kind of straight myself
Oh.
playing it.
Oh no. You're right. I'll put myself up there. How about that? There we go. I totally didn't even think about that. You're so right. Yeah, OBS moment. Did it work? I don't know. I've never moved stuff around. Nice dynamic. Yeah, that was a scene transition, guys. That was totally me clicking to a new scene and not me just dragging my camera over.
I don't know. I have a good time. I wanted to start a new game just because I feel like it's a little unfair to kind of drop people in the middle of what I'm already doing.
Okay.
And I'm going to be starting with a new weapon as well because I don't really want to.
I don't know how you guys feel, but I already feel like I'm so much better at talking than this. Even just across 2 weeks, which is like 6 streams. This is crazy. I'm actually really happy with like I was kind of worried about that I wouldn't feel that much different than what I'm looking at, but I already feel like I can talk so much better than this conversation. But to be fair, there's also nobody talking to me yet in here, so like maybe I'm still kind of like that sometimes, but I'm trying to be a lot better. And I feel like I can talk more in my conversations. I feel like my train of thought is starting to get clearer as I play games.
I want to try to have as new of an experience as I can.
We're gonna farm this whole video. We're gonna watch
It's
all 2 hours of it.
with Monster Hunter World. It's I played a lot of Longsword, so that's kind of what I'm used to doing now, and I'm gonna try not to play Longsword this time.
This is awesome.
Sorry, I'm just making sure all this is working.
I'm like doing 8 things at the same time. Okay, because I keep trying to like send stuff into the Discord
Yeah, what I want to do
to like let you guys know that I'm getting in the stream because you asked me to.
Switch it up.
Still have 2 hours. I know.
I don't want to think about that too much. I don't want to worry about.
But I feel like I just like
doing, but I'm gonna try to
I
avoid
didn't have a
Longsword,
train of thought
if I can.
and I would just kind of ramble without really making much sense. Maybe I still do that now,
Sorry, I'm just
but I am trying to get better about doing that. But this is rough.
I can't tell if I am live right now.
I couldn't even tell if I was streaming. I
Doesn't look
remember
like it's
that.
popping up.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's not recording.
Hold on, we gotta try something cool.
I think we're good. I think we're in here. Okay.
We're gonna start a poll.
Sounds like we're in here. Hopefully my volume is okay. If it's
This is
not
my first
okay,
poll, guys.
I
Start
guess we'll
poll.
just figure it out next time.
Yeah.
Isn't anybody in here right
Can
now?
I vote yes? I wish I could
So,
vote yes on this.
let me just get this pulled up here.
You
Okay.
guys let me know. No?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hop in.
Liars.
So like I said, I only have a
Liars.
ton of experience. You can see here.
Don't hype me up like that.
39
Come on,
hours, 60
guys.
minutes. Dang, it says 50 and a half. When I look at Steam, it is like an hour sitting in the menu, I guess. But
No,
yeah,
it's not
I'm
that
just gonna
bad,
start a
though.
new character here. As you can see, I'm not like super far in the game, so I don't have.
Hey, somebody said
I'm
yes.
also not gonna spoil.
What a hero. Thank you.
Start a new game and kind of just play
It
that
is
way.
good because I tried.
I don't know if people.
I am super quiet. You guys got am I still that quiet? Like please tell me right now. Like I will play with my sound while we're all sitting here talking. Now that we're in the closing up the stream. Hey, well someone said yes and they're a hero. Way better. Okay, good. One thing that I want to do this probably won't be for a little bit, but my next upgrade in the stream is the camera. That I will try to make better. That is a big goal because I feel like the camera, like obviously it's not the most important thing. Eric probably said yes. I don't know. I feel like he was the first one to say no. Somebody said yes, though, and I appreciate that. But respect to that person. I don't know who that was. If they want to come forward and tell me, maybe it was somebody. I did it. Let's go. I was almost hoping it was somebody because there were 5 viewers for a minute. I was hoping it was somebody who just hopped in for a second, saw the poll, said yes, and then dipped. That would have made my night. That would have been so awesome. But anyways, the next idea is a new camera. I feel like the camera wasn't the most important thing, so I didn't want to be too concerned about it before starting. But I feel like I don't really have anything like the microphone is good. The microphone's gonna be good for a long time, I feel like. So the next one is a camera instead of this like $20 webcam that I have. But you work. You know what? So it's not too bad. I'll take it. It's a W in my book. And then my computer's totally fine. I don't need a new computer. They better not make games that my computer can't run. I have a 3060 Ti. Like that would be camera than green screen. I don't know if a green screen will come for a while. Yeah, like I don't mind the green screen. Like and I think it would be cool. But having a green screen, one, I have to set that up. but I would have to take it down like every single day because of Joseph. So I don't know if there will be a green screen until or unless I can do this like full time, and then I can like get a room dedicated to the stream, and I have like a full setup where I can leave things set up. But as of right now, that's not really on the radar. And then maybe a soundboard, but I don't even know what soundboards do. Like I know that everybody has them, but I have to do research to see what they are. Move my setup to the bathroom. You know what? That's the greatest idea I've ever heard. I only have one bathroom, but who needs that? Just use it for streaming. You don't gotta go to the bathroom in there. Come on. That's what the outside's for. Just dig a hole. Or I'll just take over the bedroom. I'll tell Sarah to leave. Say she can't stay there anymore. The new stream room. Where you are right now, like in Oregon? Or just in general? Because that's the life, dude. No, okay. There was this one time. So I grew up in Massachusetts, right? And they have, you know, it's the East Coast. There are like hurricanes and stuff. And there was this one time where we had like, I mean, it wasn't a hurricane. It was a, what do they call it? A tropical storm, right? But it had like 70-mile-per-hour gusts, and we had lost power. So, you know, we went to the bathroom outside, and um, my uncle and I went out to the bathroom together, and to go to the bathroom, I mean, together, right? And he decides it's a good idea to go downwind of me. And so, you know, I just drop my pants and start going to the bathroom. And I guess I like peed all over him because he decided to go downwind of me. And he was yelling at me for like 30 minutes. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. I was like a little kid. Like I could not have been older than 8. I was like, I wouldn't think of being downwind of somebody would be a problem. That's crazy. Exactly. Also, welcome, Joseph. Welcome in. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know why he would yell at me. I don't feel like it was my fault. Here, we'll pull this back down. Let me put. I wish I had like a background that I could give myself, but we'll pull this back down here. We'll just cover up. Yeah, we'll leave it up here. It's fine. We won't worry about it. But yeah. And then there was other time. So we when I was little, my uncle was living with us, and because I was just talking to somebody about like sleepwalking, and we had like a storage room, and you know, it was like an unfinished room in the basement, and it was like, you know, like the walls, like there weren't really walls, it was just the like the posts and wiring, and there was like a concrete floor. And I guess one night he like got up to like and like slept walked and just like pissed all over the floor. And so there was like a huge stain on the floor that we couldn't get out of the concrete. And so like when we sold the house, we just staged stuff on top of it when we moved up here. We just like, and then when people asked, we were like, "Oh, you know, I don't know, could be water." Just, you know, just things when you're growing up. But I miss in Massachusetts, we had a huge backyard, and we would have like silkworms hang down from the trees in the summers. And so like, I mean, it was like, I guess it was kind of gross because there'd just be like a whole bunch of like threads with you know, little worms on them, but it was super cool. And you could like there was like this one part. It was almost like a two-stage backyard. So you would have like, here, I'm gonna kind of do a top down. So you'd have like the house here, right, and then you'd have this sort of little backyard, and then there was like trees with like a little path, and then there was another backyard, bigger thing. And we would walk through there, and sometimes you would run into these silkworms. This is like less gross than spider webs, but like still kind of the same effect. And I guess if you really don't like bugs, it was super nasty. There was a whole bunch of cool stuff from when I was growing up that like I don't know. Living in Alaska now is pretty cool, but I feel like I miss some of those things. But the wildlife is just bigger here. There's just bigger things. We had a lot of small wildlife in Massachusetts, a lot of bugs. We would turn over rocks and we would collect lizards and little frogs and stuff. And then here, you're not really collecting things. You're not really collecting a moose. There was this one time though, I saw some wolves. Bigger means easy to see, easy to avoid. Exactly. Yeah. I saw some wolves driving to I think it was Homer. I think it was driving to Homer. It was pretty cool. Just like on the side of the road. I mean, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's always kind of scary seeing animals at 2 o'clock in the morning because they're bigger and you don't want to hit them. Um, but they were just like running along the side of the road. That was super cool. Then there was a bat that almost hit the car. And I got hit in the face with the bat, like the animal bat, back in Massachusetts. They were like flying around at night. And we were all looking at them, and then they like flew and hit me in the face. Huge thing about Oregon: coyote, deer, turkey hawks, squirrel, groundhogs. There's so much more small fauna and unique flora. Dude, totally. And you know what was really funny? So when we went to not Massachusetts, Michigan to visit family, I think it was like 2 months ago when Sarah Joseph and I went down there, and Sarah was shocked by how big the squirrels were. Like, I guess I never really thought about the fact that, like, I guess the squirrels here are kind of small. I don't know. But there really is a lot more like critters, I guess you could say, in the lower 48. But that kind of stuff just has a tougher time surviving Alaskan winters, which makes sense. There was this one time, speaking of hawks, I know it's not a hawk, but there was so our neighbors had bunnies, and they would keep their bunnies in this little like, I mean, it was like an outdoor pen thing. Like, they had like a fence up. They had like I don't want to call it a coop, like a chicken coop, but they had like a little building that they could go into, and they would just keep them out there. And then it was big enough that like us as kids, we can go and sit there and like kind of like run around in circles with the bunnies. It was a lot of fun. And there was this there was this one time, it was a weekend, and my dad would always have me like go out and help him with grilling. And we go outside and we look over at their house, and there's this just massive vulture sitting on the top of our neighbor's house looking down at the bunnies. I don't know whatever happened to it, but that was crazy. It was the first time I've never seen a vulture in the wild outside of that. I've never seen one since, especially not in Massachusetts. I didn't even know we had native vultures in Massachusetts. Like, vultures, I guess to me, are always like a desert thing. No, just a giant. Vultures are big. They're like 3 feet tall, just sitting on top of their roof, looking down at the bunnies. But I think they got eaten by coyotes or something like that. I don't know. Just crazy things from back in the good old days. But I don't regret moving up here. Probably won't want to go back. Ooh, voice crack. Sorry. Promise I've passed puberty already, I swear. But I love it up here. Being able to see mountains every day, and like being on the 16th floor of my office, being able to just look out at everything. Clip that crack? No, hey, do not do that. Do not do that. That is not allowed. Here, we're gonna make my background. We're just gonna make it Steam again. That way I can put myself back in the corner. Because if not, I'm gonna forget about it, and I'm gonna leave myself here. There we go. Have the chat be above me again. Do not clip that voice crack. I should just do. That's what I should do. I should do YouTube shorts of every time I have a voice crack. Just post that. That'll make people come to watch the stream, right? Me, all the voice cracks. I swear, my voice has like never stopped cracking. It doesn't really get deeper. Like I don't feel like my voice has gotten deeper ever, but it just keeps cracking. It's kind of embarrassing. I remember you making fun of me a lot for that in high school, Eric. The voice cracks. It's plagued me ever since. Oh, is the chat showing up? Oh, wait, I'm not looking. Sorry, I'm looking at this and it's not live. And so I saw the chat was showing up, but it's because it was over the YouTube. So it looked like it was overlapping where my head normally is. But we're okay. I'm just crazy. Don't mind me looking at this stuff. Oh, I remember. I remember. I've internalized that. I've held on to it right here. I don't know if you can, I'm tapping my chest. I gotta figure out the camera angles too. But with me sitting in the middle of my living room, I also wanna keep it cropped down. That way, I can hide the mess. Cause when you have a kid, things get kind of messy. And instead of having to clean up all the time, I can just keep the camera cropped, and then you guys can't tell. It's perfect. I love it so much. Like I can pull this up right now. Look at this. Look. Oh gosh, I'm hitting my microphone. Sorry. You just got a bookshelf. Where is it? Over here. Just a bookshelf. Looks great. My place looks so neat and clean. It's awesome. You guys don't even know. I also got to figure out how to stop it doing that. When I hover over stuff to reopen things back up when I'm switching between tabs. It's dumb. It's embarrassing. Stream's falling apart. This is awesome. I'm definitely gonna do this more often. Just kind of sitting here chatting with you guys after I'm done playing games. I feel like this is really fun. Sorry. Yeah. Because that's, like I said, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work on myself. Trying to work on myself being better at talking to you guys, keeping up with the stream instead of trying to, I don't know, slap music on in the background to keep you guys invested. I want you guys to clip the crack. That sounds really bad. Clip the voice crack. That's gonna be my stream's thing. It's clipping the voice cracks. That's gonna be the staple of the stream. Clip the crack. We're gonna get that hashtag trending one day. I promise. It'll happen. We'll get there. But yeah, I don't know how to do fancy stuff. Take ownership of your crack. Exactly. Own it. It's a part of you. Well, it's more like the absence of a thing of you, but that's okay. How do voice cracks happen? Like, what happens to your vocal cords during puberty? I've never looked that up. I have no idea. Like, why does your voice, do they just grow tougher? Because your voice deepens, right? And so when to have a deeper voice, your vocal cords would have to vibrate at, what is it, like a lower frequency, right? Or I don't know what the word is, but they vibrate less quickly. Everything gets bigger. Okay, so it just grows. But why does it crack though? Why do you have that weird stop in it? Is it just your throat adjusting to the new size of the vocal cords? I should look this stuff up. That's why I want to go back to college. There's so many random things that I want to learn about. Like voice cracks, I guess. And then I can figure out how to stop it. Yeah, exactly. I have no idea. Hey, E-Dog, are you still here? Ask your mom. Tell your mom to tell us why your voice cracks. Why my voice cracks. About what? About voice cracking. We're talking about vocal cords. If your mom was a PA, I know she retires tomorrow, but before she retires, ask her about it. And then come back to the stream on Wednesday and let me know, okay? No, not right now. Not right, dude. It's like almost midnight. I'm not talking about right now. Yeah, not everything gets bigger, Joseph. You're so right. Not everything. I just got bigger sideways. I didn't really get any taller. Now my younger brother's taller than me. All my friends are taller than me. I just stayed short. That's okay. We make do, right? We just buy big trucks. We compensate. Big trucks with big wheels. And then nobody can look down on us. Show them who's boss. There is this one time, Eric, did I tell you about this? Back in high school, I think it must have been maybe junior year. And somebody had parked at the school and they had converted like a semi into like a truck with a bed, but it was a semi. Like it had like the exhaust pipes going up the top, right? And they had painted it all black and they had just attached a bed to it instead of having the normal trailer. It was the weirdest looking thing. It was huge. I mean it took up like half the parking lot because it's such a small parking lot. I have no idea how they got it in there. I don't know how they drive it around. I've never seen it since, but it was wild. Like like normally you think of like Jeeps that they like jack up or something like that, but no, they just turned a semi into a bed, into a truck with a bed. And it looked like it didn't look like this rednecked jerry rigged thing. Like it just looked like a legitimate truck that was just super sized. It was so cool. I'd like to get a truck one day just because I want to tow things. Like I'd like to get a travel trailer or something. Eventually, that's a life goal. Now that I have a kid, it makes it so much easier. Cause like I mean, I've seen videos of people and I know people that have talked about like going camping with like their like little kids, but I feel like it would be so much easier with something like that as opposed to like being in a tent with a baby. It sounds rough. And I'm pretty sure my mom used to do it because like, I was in Boy Scouts as a kid and my oldest younger sibling is like almost 10 years younger than me. And we would bring them to camping trips. I don't know how they survived. I don't know how anybody survived. There needs to be like a manual on how to take care of kids. It's rough. I mean, you figure it out as you go. And I guess, at that point, that was kid number 3. So I guess maybe they had some experience on bringing kids camping or something. So she never complained about it. I've never heard her complain about taking kids camping. She never said it was difficult. Who knows? Who knows? Stay at home moms, they're the real heroes. That is the toughest work out there, for sure. Like I mean, I love taking care of Joseph. I love spending time with him. It is extremely hard work taking care of a kid, but it's forcing me to eat better, which is kind of nice. I'm like, oh man, I really need it now that he's eating food pretty regularly. Like I need to actually like cook good food. I can't just have ramen. I gotta actually like buy stuff and have vegetables, green stuff, so that he can eat it too. But thankfully, one and a half more weeks. Next Thursday, whatever that is, 1.5 weeks. He'll be a year old, which means he can have milk, normal milk, cow's milk, and honey, which are like the last milestones for babies being able to eat stuff. And then he can eat anything. As long as he enjoys it, he can eat whatever he wants. And that will be a blessing. Cause like right now it's like, like we're trying to avoid cheeses and stuff like that because, you know, reasons. I don't remember what it's called, but they can get it from cow milk. Same thing from honey. Some sort of bacteria, whatever those things are called. But once he's a year old, we don't have to worry about this stuff anymore, so we can give him whatever. But you know what? You know what, Eric? You were ragging on my spaghetti and meatballs earlier. He had some on Saturday. He loved that stuff. Okay. He it was awesome. He was going to town on the spaghetti and meatballs, okay? So just because I don't cook my sauce for 2 hours, you know, and if my son enjoys it, it's good food. Guaranteed it hit. I got the Joseph seal of approval. He didn't throw it on the floor. That's a victory. Baby approved. Exactly. Exactly. Take the recipe and just like BBC Gerber formula. You know, I've never tried Gerber formula, but maybe it's not that bad. Yam carrot slime, delicious, dude. You know, it makes me think of the one time when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Was this in Alaska? No, I was 12. I was 12 when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I was really young. Um, and it was like shortly before my birthday, so I was still like recovering. And so we decided to have a birthday party because we were thinking that like, you know, I'd probably be feeling better by that time, hopefully. And we ended up having the party. We ordered pizza, and I could not eat the pizza. Like it was too much for me to chew. It hurt too bad because I had like dry socket and all this. Like I had like the worst wisdom teeth being taken out experience you can have. I guess aside from, I mean, I'm sure there's really bad stuff, but the worst general experience you can have. So my mom, my mom took the pizza. She threw it in a blender for me. I ate that shit with a spoon. But you know what? That was some good pizza. I really enjoyed that pizza. It was tasty. It tasted fine, you know? It was just kind of mush. Dude, I don't know. Like, there's a couple people that walk away from it was totally worth it. What are you talking about? Pizza in a blender. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I promise. It wasn't liquid. It was it was thicker than mashed potatoes. Um I'm trying to think of a consistency that I could compare it to, like really thick oatmeal, right? So like, because like, okay, so like think about when you make a smoothie, like sometimes you have to add like other liquids to it to kind of water it down so it's a, like thinner. And she just threw the pizza in a blender. So honestly, it was kind of like a more like a shepherd's pie, I guess, kind of like that. It's like it wasn't really like I couldn't drink it with a straw, but it was just kind of mushy, you know? But we do what we had to do. But I know some people, like I think Nicholas, my brother-in-law, I'm pretty sure he just walked away from it. I could be wrong. I might be misremembering. But I know some people that like they get their wisdom teeth taken out and they're good like 2 days later. Some people even the next day. I know people that got the surgery and then the next day they went back to work. I was out for like a week. It was awful. I don't know how people do it. I sat there with a tub of ice cream. Actually it was really rough. So they tell you when you get your wisdom teeth taken out, you know, they have like the gauze pads in and stuff, and they're like, this is what they told me. They were like, if it still hurts, you know, like it should wear off. I think it was like after 4 hours or something like that, and then you can start taking the pain medicine. Which I was 12. They gave me oxycodone. I don't think that should be given to a 12-year-old, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor. And they were like, after 4 hours, it should wear off, and you start taking that. And if the bleeding doesn't stop, you can try tea bags. I guess that helps to clot stuff. And so, when I got home, like as soon as I got home, I was in like searing pain. So I took some stuff, and then like 3 hours later, or maybe I didn't take stuff right away, but it was too early. And I was sitting there, and this is when I was watching The Walking Dead. Um, and like all of a sudden, I was just like sitting there having a good time, and all of a sudden, it was like there were like knives in my mouth, and it was so bad that I was just like sobbing in pain. And my mom comes over. I'm still bleeding profusely. feels like there's daggers in my mouth. So my mom like crammed some tea bags in there. So now my mouth is full of like bloody tea, and I was taking all this oxycodone. It was rough. It was not a good experience. And I'm so mad because like it wasn't for me. It wasn't that like my mouth didn't have enough room for the wisdom teeth, but the problem was like my shit was all fucked up. So like I think only one of them was actually growing in properly. And I had one that was like, so like if this was my 12-year molar, I had one that was like wrapped around the outside. That's actually this one up here. So my molar back here, like, God, I don't know if I can hold it here. We'll hold up my glasses. This will be a representation of like the jaw, right? I'm hitting my microphone, sorry. This is like your jaw. So if this is the molar, like this last one here is just like off to the side. So I have such a hard time. Like every time I go to the dentist, they get mad at me for like, they're like, it doesn't look like you brush very well up here. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's because my molar is like completely to the side. And then like another one, it was like keeping my 12-year molar from coming in. It was like pushing it up into my other teeth. It was bad. It was bad. I don't, I was 12. 12 years old. I don't know anybody else that got their wisdom teeth out at 12. Everybody else that I know gets them out at like 20. Like I'm like talking to people now that are getting their wisdom. Eric, don't you still need to get your wisdom teeth taken out? Have you done that yet? Isn't that a thing that still needs to happen? I was 12 years old. Yeah, who in here still has wisdom teeth? Raise your hands. Put your hands up. Which one of you? Wisdom teeth master race, where are you? Not you? Or you? You have your wisdom teeth? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. They're going out of style. Just pulling them all out. Do you need okay, but the question is, do you need to get them taken out? Or are you like totally fine, Joseph? That's the real question. Like, are you just better than the rest of us? You need to get them taken out? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, too. I realized I asked two questions. Sorry, I didn't mean to overlap your question as you were answering. You gotta get them out. Okay, that's fair. I totally understand delaying it. It sucks. I hope I didn't scare you with my story right there. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it's I don't know. I don't know. You get to sit there with a tub of ice cream though. That's not too bad. I did enjoy that. But see, I mean, I don't know how old you are, but I had my parents to like take care of me, and I could act like a little baby for like a week and a half, and they would just get everything for me. I don't know if you still have that option available to you. If not, I'm sorry, and I wouldn't get my teeth out. I wouldn't get the wisdom teeth out either. That would suck. How to take care of myself? Yeah, no, exactly. So I got an X-ray at 10, and I had no wisdom teeth. Like there was nothing on the X-ray. Like like there's the 12-year molars. They were up in there, but I didn't have anything yet. And then I turned 12, and because I think you get an X-ray every 2 years. I think that's what they do. And I got another X-ray, and they were like, "Oh, we need to like you went from having nothing to like we're gonna schedule this for like 2 weeks out because you need to get these out now." It was crazy. But yeah, I don't know anybody else that got them out that young. And the dentist was talking to me. He's like, "You're the only person that I've ever seen. Like, I've never had somebody get them out this young." It was awful. And they gave me oxycodone. Like, what is that? Trying to get some 12-year-old kid addicted to painkillers. It was crazy. Um, they did. They totally knocked me out. Yeah. So I remember so they had the IV, I think in my hand or something like that. And then they put the laughing gas on, and they were like, "All right, we're gonna count to 10, okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." And it was like 1, 2, 3. okay, we're done. I was like, whoa. Like, no dreams, no craziness, just total time skip. It was the craziest thing. I think it's the only time I've gone under anesthesia was that one time. And it was like just like a snap. It was instant. I was mid counting and all of a sudden they were like walking me out the door. And I remember I don't think he really said anything like too like stupid, but I remember on the ride home. So you know if you like unfocus your eyes, you can kind of like see double of things. I did that while we were driving home and I got so scared because we were driving on I mean it was like a two-way road, but it was like one lane. But I was seeing doubles, like there was like two yellow lines and there was a car coming towards us, and because I had like split them, it looked like that car was coming straight towards us. Oh gosh, I keep hitting stuff. And so I like screamed at my mom that we were gonna get hit by this other car. We were totally fine, but that's the only thing. But they did definitely knock me out. And I've had other teeth removed. I think it was like around the same time. I don't remember if it was before or after, but I had like my canines removed. Oh yeah, dude, I cannot imagine not being out for it. I guess it depends though. Like I don't know how much yours are grown in, but mine were like still underneath the gums, so they had to like cut in there. And then I think my mom had to like sign a waiver that like because one of the teeth was like right next to some nerve in your mouth that if they accidentally nick it, like you lose all feeling in your mouth. So he had to like sign a waiver for that. So I mean, if they have to go in that deep to get yours out, you want to be out for that. I can't imagine not being out for that. I know some people that like don't want to do anesthesia and they've gotten like root canals and stuff. That sounds awful. I can't even do. You know what the dentist when they oh, no, this is the orthodontist. Did you have to wear braces? Please tell me you had to wear braces. I had to do braces for like 5 years, but this story's not going to make sense if you haven't had to wear braces. You're not going to understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Um, and they so when you get them taken off and they like grind the concrete off, that shit hurt my teeth so bad. I don't know if it was like it almost felt like it was like a similar feeling to like biting into ice cream. I can't describe it. I don't know if you had a similar experience, but the grinding down of the concrete, like I don't know if it was like the frequency of the standard drill thingy or whatever, but it made my teeth hurt so bad. And so I can't even imagine getting a root canal. I don't know. I don't like teeth stuff. I don't mind going to the dentist, but it's because I haven't had problems. I actually I just went the other day and I have a cavity that they have to fill, but it's my second or third cavity, I think. I've been blessed with I mean, I had 5 years of braces, so not perfect teeth, but not too bad in the cavity department, which has been nice. Very thankful for that. Cuz my younger siblings, like they had to get a lot of stuff done when they were young. I mean, I don't know, like I don't feel like my parents were negligent in brushing their teeth or anything. They just had to get a whole bunch of fillings and stuff when they were pretty young. I mean, my oldest younger sibling is only is she 10 now? Is that right? 2024. Patrick was born in 2010. So she's probably 10 now. Just about. And I think she's had like 4 cavities already. I don't know. I don't know. Must be something in the water. Who knows? But yeah, I don't miss braces. Did you have to have okay, so I didn't have to do this. I had to do the rubber bands, but my wife had to do like the full headgear thing. Did you have to do that? Did you have to like fix your jaw too? You know, like an underbite or overbite or something? And there was another thing. My older sister had to do there's like the thing in the roof of the mouth. I don't remember what it did. I don't know if it was like expand the jaw. Is that what it's called? An expander, I think. And they had to like key it, they had to like twist it. Man, that thing looked awful. I'm so glad. I didn't have to deal with any of the super crazy stuff. But those things look so uncomfortable. Even the bands, having the rubber bands. Yeah, the roof of the mouth, but no headgear. Yeah, I think she only. So I've talked to Sarah about this before. And if you're in Wednesday, she might be in as well, and maybe she can give some more insight on this. But I'm pretty sure she only had to wear it at night. So like I don't know if it was like that big of a deal, and it was basically just I don't know if they ever showed you pictures of it, but it's basically like you have like a stabilizer on your chin and your forehead, and then it just kind of like it's just like a loop out. So it's not like it's not like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory headgear. Like it's not that bad. It was just like extra strength rubber bands essentially, and they had to have some sort of stabilizer thing to help pull it. But she had to sleep with that. I don't know how you would fall asleep with that. I don't know how she fell asleep with that. She is like the lightest sleeper that I know. I feel really bad, but I don't know how she would fall asleep with that thing. But even the roof of the mouth thing, I didn't. That scared me. I had braces. I think I had them in 8th grade for sure. How old are you in 8th grade? 12? Is that right? Or are you 13? 12 or 13. I think it was right after I got my wisdom teeth out, so I was probably at least 13. And then I had them for a couple years of high school. I had them for quite a while. It was rough. But you win some, you lose some. I didn't have a lot of teeth problems, but I've had multiple broken bones, broken neck. That's a pretty exciting story. When I was, gosh, 10 maybe. This is back in Massachusetts. But anything 14, pre-14 Massachusetts, post-14 is Alaska. But when I was about 10, I was at a buddy's house, and we were all in Boy Scouts together. I had a big friend group in Boy Scouts, and we had this rope bridge in his backyard that we had made. Um, and we're goofing off on it. We had these Nerf guns strapped to our backs, and we were just doing stupid stuff. And I was going across the rope bridge, and I was like, man, it would be super cool if I jumped off the rope bridge onto the ground. And keep in mind, it was not super high off the ground. Like, I mean, it was no worse than like jumping off a playground. Like it was maybe at most like 6 feet off the ground. And so I sat down on the bottom rope of the rope bridge, trying to be real safe. And I like kicked my feet off to jump off. And the gun got caught in the rope bridge behind me. And the strap that went around my neck snapped up around my neck. And I didn't find out so that was when I was 10, 23 now. I didn't find out until like 2 years ago that apparently I'd broken my neck in that incident because I got an X-ray, and they were like asking me if I'd been in any like bad car accidents or something like that, and I was like, no, I just did stupid stuff when I was a kid. So like they told me I can't do any like contact sports essentially. So like people try to get me into like jujitsu and stuff like that, and I'm like, I can't. I don't want to die. Sorry. If you want to go, I'll go to the gym. I'll go for a run. But I don't need anybody grabbing my neck. I'm way too scared now that I know that it's a possibility. And I did wrestling in high school. I'm really glad that nothing happened. I did like 2 years of wrestling, and I guess there's a chance that that could have killed me too. It's kind of crazy, but I feel fine. My neck just hurts sometimes, but you know that's payment for having decent teeth. Probably just a broken neck. How about you? You got any broken bones, Joseph? Let's hear it. 21, you gotta have something happen to you. And if anybody else has any fun stories, drop that in the chat too. Never broke any bones, but fractured a lot of stuff. Okay. Did you play sports? Or is it you just being clumsy? Staples in your head? Dude, what did you do? How does that happen? Like split your skull open or something? I mean, I guess I assume so. Yeah, I want to hear about that. Sounds worse than broken bones. Oh gosh. How many staples did you have to get? How old were you? Do you have a scar now, or are you like totally fine? Got me all concerned now. Oh my gosh. Dude, head injuries are no joke. I've had 2 concussions and the last one messed me up. Okay. Staples for 4 months. Ugh. Ugh. But yeah, no, I've had 2 concussions. The first one was totally fine. I was like 14. I got better after like 2 days. And then recently, this was last year, back in March. I was working for Alaska Airlines at the time. I was working on the ramp loading planes. And I was the guy working because you would call onto the planes to load the planes, and I was working at the door. And the door folds in, so you have to like crouch even lower when you're there. And there's a bag that got caught on the conveyor belt, and so I like lunged forward to try to grab it before it got like like pulled into the belt because I didn't want that to happen. And I slammed my head like right on the top, right into like this. I mean, these things like the doors, like the outer part is thin. I mean, it's like a credit card. It's like this credit card thin piece of metal. Slammed my head into it. And I thought I was fine for a little bit, but then I was like waving in a plane and I stopped him like a foot too late. And then I just like walked away without signaling that everything was all clear. Like I did everything wrong. And then I ended up being out of work for like 6 weeks with a concussion. And like I had to like lie in a dark room for like a week. The doctor told me I wasn't even allowed to read books. I could listen to music or listen to audiobooks. I did that for a week. And then like I couldn't even like get up long enough to like do dishes or anything for like 3 weeks. Like after that first week I could do like I would come out and sit on the couch or something like that. But I couldn't, like it was basically just going to the bathroom was all I did. It was awful. So be careful with those head injuries. Stuff's no joke. And then I was looking at becoming a pilot. This is while I was working at Alaska Airlines, and they gave me a lot of trouble because of the concussion. And they wanted me to get like a sleep study and all this stuff. And then the neurologist sucked. I had a lot of problems with the neurologist, and they haven't got back to me still about certain things. And I've been trying to figure it out. So I just kind of tossed it and found a different job. Now I work for the state. It's chill. I get to listen to music and stuff while I do it, so it's nice. Watch YouTube videos. I mostly just keep to myself, get my work done. And it's got good health insurance. So hopefully I don't hit my head again. But if I do, I have good insurance. But anyways, it is super late. I appreciate you hanging out, Joseph. Appreciate you being in the chat. I will be back on. So normally I don't know what time it is for you. It is 12:12 for me right now. So I gotta go to bed because I gotta work tomorrow. But normally I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Wednesday for me, I stream about 8:30. So like 4 hours ago from now. If you want to hop back in, if you're able to make it. Or I mean I'll still be up kind of late probably. So if you want to hop back in, I would totally appreciate it. I had a great time. But it is bedtime. So I hope you guys all have a good night. And I will catch you guys on Wednesday. See you later. Have a good one. See if anybody else wants to say goodnight before I close this out. I don't want to cut anybody off. I don't know who's still in here. E-Dog, you still here? Maybe Eric? Maybe they fell asleep at the wheel. I'll give it another second though. Alrighty. We'll just call it here. Have a good night. See you guys later. Peace.